Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle Vancouver by Night Delve into Darkness. As a warning, this is a mature game and it explores some dark and troubling themes. These may include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and many others. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. The players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams are available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to an episode when you feel ready, or feel free to skip to the next one. So thank you to our sponsor, Michaela Artoria of Artoria Designs, who creates these beautiful dice boxes. Please visit him on Instagram. Mine has I've got a huge glare on there. There we go. I've got the Ankh from the thing, and everybody has their respective clans.
Glare like a Star Trek movie.
And he will be possibly in the chat. I don't know. I'm about 93% accurate about him being in the chat. I will have the link for Mikhail Artoya for the Instagram in the chat as well. And Martlet Games. Martlet Games is a collective of tabletop veterans dedicated to producing quality content from multimedia, like here on Twitch, to one-shots, modules, and full-fledged game lines. They are also available for commission work or consultations to help make your next tabletop project see completion. Investing in the World of Darkness fan community is just one approach. Martlet Games is to delving into the deepest depths of the void and unlocking the mysteries us mortals only have glimpses of. Power will be... Sorry? And you're either muted or you unplugged your mic. Cliff will be returning in a moment. Possibly. Power will be theirs, friends, we promise.
Check.
Yes, we can hear you.
Check.
Yes, we can hear you.
You're here.
Oh, okay. That was just strange. Okay.
So, returning the favor over on their Patreon or spreading the word of the flock far and wide ensures your place among the records of history. And Dogmite Games. Dogmite Games is the best gaming company you've never heard of. They combine craftsmanship with artistry to create truly unique pieces of functional art for your game. From dice boxes and rolling trays to fully sculpted Valhalla screens for GMs, each piece is created on site in their wood shop in Michigan by a devoted team of craftsmen. And you can get one like this, which has the gangrel symbol. And you probably can't hear me because I put something in front of my face. This one has the gangrel symbol. And you can mark off stuff on your character sheet. Like you can be like, oh, Mordecai doesn't have any willpower left. Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's likely.
Yeah, it's true. So they also have their scry system, which lets everybody know where your specific order is and who might be working on said order. Is anybody going to share?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mine's
Yeah,
coming
tomorrow,
Wednesday.
I will have mine as well. I am
So you
excited.
won't see them this game, but next game, we're all going to be showing them off.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be show and tell.
Everyone has clan-specific ones. I got the gangrel one because in either game, I do not have a gangrel player. So I decided, you know what? Instead of just getting the regular Ankh, let's get the gangrel one because that's shows you a little bit more of the clan stuff that's going on. So now let's introduce our vampires. Starting off with Joanna.
Hello, my name is Joanna, she, her, and I will be playing Abigail, your techie Tremere, also she, her. I am very excited to be playing tonight.
And returning is Prince.
Hey everybody, I'm Prince, aka Dimples and Dice around the interwebs. I'll be playing Jalil Jakato, your friendly neighborhood Hakeem assassin. Both of our pronouns are he, him.
And Mike.
Hi, Mike. He, him. We'll be playing Mordecai, also he, him.
Hi, Mike. I'm Dad. And nominated for some Game Her Award is Sara.
Hi, my name is Sara. I played Jude Duncan, she, her for the both of us. That's your Brawl and Tremere, and the Tremere are roommates now. Oh my gosh, we're roommates. So,
Two things. One, for more information on that, go check out our Patreon because there may be some Patreon content involving Abigail and Jude.
I'm
And
finally in there.
And two, vote for Sara.
Vote for Sarah. Do the thing.
Thank
In
you.
the chat?
kindly.
If
Sarah.
if I don't remember
Are we
before
a
the
sitcom now?
yes,
It's American Idol.
wait,
Well, I'm thinking
That's
the
508 for
Tremere
Sarah.
roommates and their
Yeah.
Oh yeah, coming this fall on ABC.
Kindred 902.
XOXO Gossip Vamp?
no,
Yeah, and
no.
we were standing back to back and going,
And all the sitcoms.
Night on Kindred
CW
90210.
show.
Yeah,
ABC
On the
sitcom.
Kids WB.
and that's a joke that Joe and I had for a while because we watched the Shannara Chronicles, which was basically just XOXO Gossip Elf. It's fine. Last but certainly not least, speaking of elves, Cliff.
Evening. We're in a new time slot now, aren't we?
We are.
So it's evening now instead of afternoon when we start. So good evening.
For you.
Depends
Cliff-
on where you are in the world. Could be morning in Australia.
It all revolves around Ontario. So I mean, it starts here. Eastern Standard. I mean, it's standard. That's in the name. I'm Cliff. I'll be playing your simple Giovanni Taylor, Duran Giovanni. Both of us use he and him, and I'm very pleased that the whole gang is back together. And let's see what shenanigans the zany kindred get up to this week.
Wait, we have shenanigans? Why didn't somebody tell me I had to prepare for shenanigans? Like I'm the storyteller, guys. You gotta tell me these things.
We shenaned 3 weeks ago, so if
Oh,
we're gonna do it again.
At this point, we're at Daring's Due.
Ooh.
It,
I don't know if I can do darings.
just make sure that as a storyteller, I'm prepared for when the agains kick in.
right.
Da, da, da.
Sure.
So
You'll never see it coming.
You'll know.
You'll never see it coming.
you'll never see me coming. When we last saw our intrepid kindred last week, or on the YouTubes, which I just posted not too long ago, we had them. They were checking out some of the Xeno Schism sandwich place, checking out a little bit of that, and they decided to go. Several episodes ago, they received some magical items from the SI. Let's just say that
Loot.
the SI weren't using those particular items anymore on account of the fact that most of them are probably dead now. So the kindred of the Delve into Darkness Coterie, which I don't know if you guys actually have a name for your coterie yet. I've just been calling you guys the Delve into Darkness Coterie. Let's just call them Ja and his pals.
No, we're
John
the-
would not
Fine
appreciate
with
that.
We're the Sunrise Appreciation
Oh,
League
right.
Book Club.
Oh, yeah.
Sundown appreciation.
Sundown.
We have-
Okay.
Sunrise. We would not appreciate sunrise all that much. I don't think that would go all that well.
Sundown, right?
We have T-shirts, and they got in contact through various means with someone who is a son of Ether as a mage, and got their items kind of appraised and made some deals. So we have I've touched base as a storyteller with all of the players, so that we can get them all to I keep calling it Xenoseism Sandwich right away. So we will start off with the kindred arriving at Sandwich. Who would be the first to arrive after various waking up and phone calls and whatnot? And I almost forgot, rouse checks. You can do rouse checks in the chat. All you have to do is hit !rouse.
You're gonna make us do a rouse check, but you're not gonna.
No dice
I
for Ja.
passed.
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 Passed. That's a thumbs down for Mordecai. Okay.
Thumbs up for Mordecai.
Thumbs up for Mordecai.
Yeah, thumbs
thumbs
down.
up
That's what
for
I
me
said.
Too. Thumbs
Thumbs
up
up,
for
thumbs
G.
up.
I want to thumbs down it. That's fine. I'm cool.
So Ja and Duran were wake up a little bit more peckish, let's say. Ja, you hear, hey, so I know I'm new here and all, but they all voted for me to tell you to go and eat someone. Just find anybody at random. It's fine. We don't really necessarily care if it's, if they. We just want you to eat. Is what we're saying. We're worried. There's like a La Sombra in here that's like, hey, they're kind of. They just want you to eat. Really, it was a close. I wouldn't even say it's a close vote. It was like fairly. There was a lot of votes on the one side, and there wasn't that many votes on the other side. So we think you should go eat. The people who didn't vote, though, they're just weird. I don't know. Like I think it may be Robert's Rules of Order. I have no idea what's going on.
Later. I have
Later,
business.
and you hear like mumbled talking in the background, like later. I don't know what's, but yeah, that's not good for us. We just had another vote, and we think you should do it now.
Why did I take so many?
Yeah, that's pretty much all you hear.
That's all I'm gonna do. I'm just like, I'm not arguing because Ja has an intention on being here first.
And Duran, what you hear is Duran. You need to eat someone.
Si, padre. Si, I am feeling a little hungry tonight. Perhaps I shall stop for a snack on the way to sandwich. Perhaps.
Sorry, what?
I am musing, and you are in my skull, so you should hear my musings. So
Oh, I can hear your musings. I'm just not sure what you just said. That just seems weird. You
they were
need to
words.
eat. Don't
Si, padre.
don't worry about sandwiches. You don't eat sandwiches anymore. That is not what you do. You're not a
so we
sandwich eater.
discriminate against a certain kind of witch because of what they deal with. I see how it is.
Wait, what? No. Like the food, sandwich. No, that you don't need those anymore.
See, and yet last night we were thinking cheese and how much we miss cheese.
What? Why? No, you're much better now. That you don't
Oh, see,
need,
I would agree with that.
you
But
don't
still,
need to worry
cheese.
yourself with these mortal food things. You need blood. You're a vampire, for Christ's sake.
See, and for many other steaks as well. I will see about eating.
And that's the last you hear from the good padre in the back of your head. So who would be the first to arrive at the sandwich? Ja would be, yeah, with extra building supplies.
Yes, Ja is really trying to get to working on new swords. So he has been building the workshop here.
So you see the new person, Gretchen, I believe it is, behind the counter. And she's like, hi.
I'm here, stay out of my way.
Okay. And she doesn't say anything. She just get kind of, it looks like she's going back to her, like, taking notes, like in a kind of like a purchase log that's on the front desk, but she's definitely keeping an eye in your direction. Like, just sort of like, why is he bringing in all of this, like, equipment and stuff?
I turn on Daunt just so she knows to stay the fuck out of my way.
Yeah, she just goes right back to the logbook, just sort of like. Mm-hmm. Who would be the next to arrive?
I believe I would, because Jude wants to now kind of be there as soon as possible.
She would have dragged Abigail with her though, because they're
Yeah,
now
that's
living
true.
in the same
True.
place.
Very
Roomies,
no, that's true.
coming soon
Yeah.
to ABC.
So yeah, I guess Jude and Abigail come together. And we'll enter the store. And Jude will be like, "Hi, Gretchen."
Gretchen is like on the book.
Is everything okay, Gretchen?
Uh-huh.
And then
Alright.
where is Jaw in the store?
Job.
Oh, Jaws in the basement.
Yeah,
doing-
Jaws
doing
Oh,
probably
work.
Jaw
gone
already went to the
downstairs.
basement. Okay.
Yeah, Abigail would have probably given that she knew that Joe was working on it, she probably would have given Joe a copy of the key to open up the basement stairs.
Cool. So
So there's nobody else in there, but Gretchen is very much just like looking down at the logbook, like not wanting to look even in the direction of the staircase that would lead up to the.
Right.
Yeah, she. Nope.
so Jude will like kind of look puzzled for a second, but she just her mind is elsewhere, and she's like, okay, Gretchen, I'll see you later. I'll
Mhm.
check in with you a bit later."
Mm-hmm.
And Jude just is gonna go right down into the basement.
Yeah, Abigail's gonna join.
All right. Next up would probably be either Mordecai or Duran.
Okay, sure. I live around the corner,
That's
so
down
I
that way.
stroll. Yeah, you're up there.
Oh, there.
Sort of
So
there.
Mike has to sprinkle the salt on Duran now.
Okay, so I'm going to stroll down the street and of course, open the door and kind of just. I miss that sound so very, very much.
I mean, I give it back.
That little bit of announcement. I have to see about getting this fixed.
Do you, as a storyteller now, do you have the ring with you?
What ring?
The multi-sectional ring.
Oh, yes, I do.
You would have discovered that his name is Bartholomew, and he is not adapting very well at all to being a wraith. So he's actually kind of following you along. And then as you get up to the steps of Xenocism, you hear a... Ah! What the hell, man?
I just kind of take a step aside. I just kind of like lean against the wall and, just quietly talk without really appearing to talk, because I don't want to look too crazy to people walking past. But just, okay, so Bartholomew, a little bit of what we are learning about. There are certain places you can't go. This is one of them, unfortunately. So I hang around out here and see.
That's weird. This is really weird, man.
Bart, I think everything has been weird for you for the last couple of days.
Yeah, that's true. Like this.
So,
You. Ever since that lady bit into me, things have gotten really weird.
see, and we will take care of this as best we can and make sure that everything is taken care of. Do not draw attention to yourself, as I've been teaching you. Just hang around just outside here, because this is how I will come out. There's one way in, one way out so far. So we can hook up again when I come back out, and we can continue with your teaching.
Sure. And then I'm assuming you go inside and...
Yep.
Something is missing. Must repair the noise. And then Gretchen is, as previously described, very much in the book.
I'm going to guess everyone else is downstairs.
Is everyone else downstairs?
Okay. Stroll past. Senorita Gretchen.
Just not even really acknowledging you. It looks like if she could physically crawl into the book to get away from what it is that she doesn't want to be near, she probably would.
Hmm. Okay, stroll through, and are the steps?
Did you leave the steps down or did you put them up to Abigail and Jude?
I'm not sure.
Uh, now I'm worried. Now I'm worried. I mean, what would Jude have done? I feel like Abigail would have ultimately, if Jude didn't think about it, maybe say like, "Oh, the stairs." But we also know everybody else is coming, so I'm kind of like not, not sure.
Yeah, I think Abigail would have put the stairs up because I think she's concerned about Gretchen falling down them potentially or whatever.
Um, okay. So
So yeah, stairs up.
So I will knock on the table then.
Jude will hit the lever.
Ah, viene. And down we go, and downstairs, and somebody is being industrious. Good
Yeah, you
evening,
definitely hear
everyone.
hammers and drills and all kinds of shit.
sounds like a construction
Well.
site, really.
See, I will stand back here away from the dust.
Hello.
Ah, Senor Ja, you are back with us. It is good seeing you.
How are the how's the construction going?
Yes, all is well. Do you all like swords?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
Is
And
that
you
what
see
you're doing?
a bunch of like shitty like swords that are all bad, and it smells awful down here. But there's a few that he's working on that look better than the others. I'm still working on my craft, but yes, yes, I am.
That is the way to get to perfection, is to just work on it.
And you have many lifetimes to do it. This is fantastic. You will become a master swordsmith by the end of all of your unlife.
Based on the troubles we get into, I may not have that much time left.
Well,
I'll do my best to make sure you can continue your craft far into the future.
I mean, are wraiths able to do crafts, Mr. Giovanni?
See?
Abigail kind of snickers.
See? I would not see why they could not.
I don't assume that Mr. Jaw would want to be turned into a wraith after. No, can our kind even become wraiths?
Not only under
great
certain
question.
very specific conditions. So for the most part, no. When we get to make an ash out of ourselves, it's kind of the end of the ride for most of us.
Oh, what a shame. All right, well, I mean, it was a thought.
And it's at that point that Mordecai would probably show.
And for the past couple of weeks, he's been very, very put out with regards to nobody paying attention to him. So he's going to be walking around everywhere with awe.
Wait a minute.
We have to fight this.
I was about to say, can I roll to resist it?
No, it's just extra. I get extra social dice.
Yeah, he's upstairs right now as
Gotcha.
well. So Gretchen is like fighting the urge to like look away from the thing, but she's kind of keeping an eye on Mordecai. So she's very confused right now.
Poor mortal brain. Womp womp.
I almost want Jude to ghoul her now. I feel so bad for her.
So,
Too much.
Senora Jude, have you had a chat with Gretchen upstairs? She seemed very. I want to say she was working very hard to ignore things that were going on around her. I
That's
would
because
say,
I scared the shit out of her. She wouldn't stay out of my
see, probably that. Probably the fact that people keep walking into this back room and then there's occasional noise, but other than that, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, I had one meeting with her about like her potential and stuff like that, but like we need to I need to give her the primer on the book club.
Did you put the steps back up? I got a knock.
As Jude is saying this, I will put the stairs back up if everybody is down here now.
You hear a knocking just as you're about to hit the lever for the stairs to go back up.
I'm sorry.
Stairs are
Is
down,
Mordecai already down here?
Oh, they're down? Then I would go down.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Then once Mordecai goes down, then there's nothing.
Okay, cool. I was like, oh no, who is it? So Jude, yeah, she'll just look back at Durant. Yeah, so I gotta I'll basically just give her the very minimum of these are the people that are allowed back here, and
You want me to do it? Stuff. This is a
well, no,
she's
I mean
scared plenty now. You could probably tell her anything.
It is a touchy discussion to have, and you should tread very carefully. I would recommend making her aware of this space. Again, I would go all the way and bring her into your family, but that just solves so many problems.
Yeah. That's definitely still in contention. I'm just still mulling it over. So, and I feel like everyone would get the impression that Jude is very much trying to procrastinate, making a decision about the ghouling. She's just pushing it back and back and back. And she kind of looks shifty.
This is do you want me to make her a ghoul? I can do it for you.
I have a few.
Okay, if you want to do this, can I make a suggestion?
Okay.
If you really want to do this, if you really think that this is best, then I would say break the masquerade, tell her everything, make sure the ones of us around who can wipe her memory are there, just in case she decides that she is not wanting to be a ghoul. Give her the option. If she decides not to take the option,
not really
you can just press erase. Boop.
You press erase, and then unfortunately, you, as much as I hate to say this, but you might have to let her go from employment.
Okay.
Go.
No, don't hurt the poor girl.
No.
If you break the masquerade in front of her, you've got three choices. You
if you break the masquerade,
or you bring her in.
Okay, if you break the masquerade and then we wipe her memory, if she decides that she does not want to come in, then we wipe her memory and send her along on her way, and she will never know what happened.
If it doesn't work, she died.
Probably be tasty.
Oh Lord. Okay.
What do you mean if it doesn't work? As in, if wiping her memory doesn't work?
If it doesn't work.
Okay. I mean, it might not work, but chances of a memory wipe not working on a mortal are pretty low.
And Jude is just starts doing this really awkward dance, and she's like, can I have one more night to think it over? One more?
Do it now. Why the hesitation? Dude, you're not a coward. You're a future prince. Get your shit together.
You can take one more night, but remember that the longer you wait, the more the chance that something is going to happen in front of her that's going to take the choice away from you.
Or two.
We have already had changelings stroll in. We've had Senior Johnson come by. If something else comes in. See, he was here yesterday.
Yeah, he came here.
Don't worry, he didn't pop out of any phones. He actually walked in normally.
He knocked.
No, it was cool actually.
See,
he's cool. He's fine.
See. So who knows what will come in next? I know that she worked very hard to ignore a few of us coming in. Not good customer service to begin with. Is she going to be ignore some huge simisi creation coming in after us, or
oh, Lord.
who knows what? We have pissed off many people.
Yeah, you're right.
And more to
Okay.
come.
Right. Okay, so one more night and then I will do the thing where I tell her everything and then we wipe her memory and then we'll play it by ear from there.
I would recommend that you tell her tonight that tomorrow evening at the end of the workday, if she could make herself available to do a job review or a one-on-one to catch up with how things are going. This way you set the expectations so you're not springing a surprise on her tomorrow night of saying, we need to talk. That always makes mortals jumpy.
Storyteller, is there like good cell phone service down here?
No one's actually bothered to check.
Well, I'm consider this me checking then.
It's okay service. You're getting like 2 out of 4 bars or 5 bars. It's not great, but it will work.
Okay, so
You're
and-
under 3 feet of concrete, basically.
right. I figured. So Jude will just like nod at Duran and be like, okay, so Jude is like saying out loud as she's texting, and okay, I'm texting Gretchen and I'm saying meeting tomorrow, EOB question mark. There. I can't get out of it now.
EOB question mark.
End of business day. Jude's trying so hard to be a business lady. Nobody.
EOD, Jude.
C.
Oh,
EOD.
Oh, yeah, EOD. Sorry, EOD. Text her
Jude,
back.
just let her know it's a meet and greet. If you tell her it's a job review or something like that, then
You
she's gonna be nervous all
immediately-
day tomorrow.
You immediately get back. Oh my god, I'm not fired, am I?
This
I
she's
had
wondering
that
if she's
planned as
fired.
soon as Duran said the meet at the end of day tomorrow.
And Jude's like,
we've
no,
all
no,
been
no.
there.
Yeah, no, for sure. Jude texts back, no.
I really
the
need this job. Like
emoji
as
with
you're
the
typing.
sweat drop, emoji with the sweat drop a bunch of times. No, nothing like that. It's just want you
Meet
to
and greet.
meet and greet. with
I
some
can
important
do
people.
better. I've had the meet and greet line before. I'm so sorry.
Jesus, she's an idiot.
You know,
Okay, she
And
seems to
Mordecai
think
pulls
she's
out
gonna
the
get
stone.
fired. I
The
feel like
bongs were not my fault. You just keep getting it's like rapid fire text of
Just
like
text
I
after text
don't know
after
what I
text.
did.
Jude,
I'm
just
so
bring
sorry.
her downstairs.
Sorry, Mordecai.
Jude.
What were you saying?
no, I pulled out the bloodstone. I'm like, you know what? I'll be right back. Opens the door and brings the stairs down.
Bzz, bzz,
Oh, no.
bzz, bzz.
My
This is-
phone.
This is why
Oh, yeah.
hesitation
Yeah,
is
it's
a
your
bad
phone.
idea. Make a decision, do the thing.
Okay, fuck it.
And where is Mordecai going?
I'm going upstairs.
I'm aware of that. That's the only exit. Where specifically after that are you going?
I'm going to wander about,
White Castle.
looking at the wares and such, and see
You can see Gretchen like
Gretchen in.
the thumbs are just going. It's almost
That is
like
a
she has
very remarkable
celerity.
talent. You're not even looking. That's amazing.
She's keeping one eye on you and she's just texting, and Jude is like basically it's almost like the BlackBerry like phantom buzz that you're getting, but it's real. And you're like getting like bzz, 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 bzz,
You're
bzz.
you're not in trouble, you know.
Yeah, okay. And then she's texting away like this is overriding any awe you might have that she thinks she's like almost sweating at this point. Like she is super concerned. She thinks she's
This
getting
is a
fired.
disaster.
Jude,
Uh,
just go up there
Yeah,
and tell
she's
her.
spinning out.
Lock up.
No, it's not my
Night.
place.
Dang.
Okay. So Jude is gonna go up then. Also.
All right. As soon as Gretchen sees Jude,
Oh, no.
she is right over to Jude. Like, I am so sorry. Like, I did. I don't know
Hey,
what it
okay.
was that I did. Like, I thought things were running fine here. You told me that I may
Slow
have a
down.
promotion or something, and then
Yeah.
like now you're gonna fire me. Like, I don't think that's very fair, really, at all.
Okay. First of all, I am so sorry that I caused this anxiety for you, and I will be much more intentional with my language going forward. I'm so sorry that this is new to me, so we're just learning together. So you are not
Okay.
fired. You are not in
Oh.
trouble.
Okay.
You're good. Your job is safe. But I need to talk to you about something really important, and because you've seen all these people come in, I know it's been weird, so I want to just bring you in. Okay.
Okay.
Uh why don't you come with me? And Jude looks at Mordecai like,
we should
Oh.
probably be like locking the door and everything, because then there's nobody going to be up here, and we don't have any employees up here right now. It's just me and you,
Yeah,
because you're the
you're right.
manager.
I got it.
you're right.
You go. I got it.
Okay, yeah, he's got it. He's good. He's in the inner circle. We're set.
He's an employee too.
Not exactly, but I do trust him. So we're gonna just let him.
First,
Okay.
We got it. So Jude will sort
I
of
go over-
usher.
I go over to the door specifically, very obviously, and lock it.
Okay, great.
Oh, okay. Okay, sure.
All right. Come with me, and Jude will lead her down the steps.
She follows.
Dun, 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 dun.
Stop playing your funeral dirge.
Now we don't worry too much about the air quality down here.
Oh
No,
yeah, it's probably really bad.
We only breathe in to talk.
Oh, no.
So what's it going to
I
be
forgot you said it
recorded?
smelled bad. I forgot.
I've been down here
It's not
smoking
just
shit
smelling bad, it's possibly toxic.
Yeah.
because I've been like iron and just smelting sports down here.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe Jude
You probably
will
hit that
stop-
door and she starts coughing.
Yeah, right. We hit the
She's
top
like,
of the stairs.
Do I have to go down there? Because that doesn't smell very good at all.
Okay.
Like that.
No.
There's actually been kind of a smoke that's coming out of it over the last couple of days. I'm really sorry. That's not my fault either. Like, I don't know. I was going to call like an electrician or something because it smelled like it was burning.
Right.
And there's like,
Okay.
there's
Oh,
lights.
yeah.
There's weird lights down there. And then like the stairs go up and down. I don't know what's going on, but it
Okay.
seems kind
I
of
would
weird.
like to compel her to stop talking.
Yeah, that is, I believe, automatic success
Yes,
against a mortal.
on mortals. Yes. So.
But I believe it is a rouse check.
Is
Also,
it?
wow.
Compel. I believe it is.
I have no
No? Okay.
in my notes. Yeah, it's 256 if we want to look it up, but it says auto succeed with mortals, no rouse check.
That is really weird because it's a level 2 power, I believe.
It's
Or is it
level 1.
That was
Level 1? Okay, yeah, okay. Everybody
okay.
usually picks like Forgetful Mind or something.
I know, I picked compel. So
File
and
memory,
yeah, right. Yeah, no, I don't have any. I don't have any of that. So
She like
I'm assuming
immediately
Gretchen
just
falls silent.
Yep.
At that moment. Okay. Listen, I know you've probably seen things are kind of weird around here. So I'm just going to go ahead and let you in. And you're going to have to trust me, and I'm going to have to trust you.
Has Jude called? Sorry to interrupt. Has Jude called everybody up by this point?
No.
No.
So Jude says, and can we like sit down at the table? Like, are there just regular chairs there that I can like sit across from her?
Yeah, like it's a large kind of hardwood table, and there are chairs that are like kind of high back wooden chairs that are easy enough to do. Yeah, you can pull out
Okay.
like a chair and sit down on it.
Okay. So G just like, okay, let's sit down, and sits down with her across from me. Okay. I know this is going to sound super weird, but I promise you I'm telling you the truth. If you may have noticed, you've only seen me and many others come and go at night, right? So we're vampires.
Readily.
Like for real. Like we drink blood and we have special powers and there's an entire society of us and all of that. We at me and the people that you've seen tonight, they're my friends, they're really my family. We're this little group of vampires together, and we're just trying to make our way in the city, and this is sort of where it's safe for us to come and hang out, and I hope that it will continue to be safe in the future. Now we can sort of well, no, I can sort of bring you in here where I can give you a little bit of my blood and your aging process will stop and you'll have potentially other benefits. Now you're not like, a full vampire, whatever, at that point. So, you still can like go around in the day and things like that, but you're sort of bound to me in a way. So, we kind of would be linked a little bit, and I would have a certain amount of influence over you, but I don't have a desire to like control you in like a weird way. It's just
my job is to make
you just so I want you in this with us for the long run.
She like pulls out a piece of paper from like her pocket, and she like pulls out a pen and scribbles down something, and then like she slides it across the table to you.
I read it.
It says, "Connected to you like Beauty and the Beast with Ron Perlman?" Question mark.
I don't understand that reference actually.
And she looks like she's about to talk to you about it, but she doesn't. Like her lips don't.
She can't, right? Yeah. I know. I'm not sure if I don't know because I haven't seen. I didn't even know there was a version of Beauty and the Beast with Ron Perlman. This is actually news to me. So, but anyway, it's like I'm not gonna like keep you locked up anywhere. Like it's not like that. You're not like, but well, that's what the Beast does to Belle. I don't know. I'm trying to connect the dots here. Anyway, do you want in? Can I undo the compel? I don't know how this works. Can I undo it?
Yes.
Fucking hell.
Yes, you can undo the compel.
Okay, I would like to now undo the compel. So, compel undone.
She's like, "Oh yeah, yeah. You haven't seen that one? That one was awesome. It was like in the '90s. It was like a little bit before my time, but it had Linda Hamilton in it. She played like kind of the Belle-ish character. It was like Linda Hamilton and Ron Perlman, and he lived in the sewers, and he kind of looked like a lion thing. But he was in the sewers, and they had this like spiral staircase that you walk down to get to where they live and below
this wasn't
the sewers.
Disney though.
No.
Oh.
It was like
no
mature audiences.
Yeah. I think so. I think it was like on at night, like 9:00 at night. But that's when.
Okay,
like,
I can't get off. Okay, we're gonna talk about this more later because I'm really interested, and I actually don't know this. So I want to add that to my pop culture Rolodex.
Oh, oh, huh?
Anyway,
Oh, right,
but
because you're a vampire. You're probably like super old. Do you have like
I'm actually not.
do you
I'm
have like
actually not. I'm
ruffled
only really
shirts that
30
you
years
wear?
old.
Are you sure you don't have ruffled shirts that you
No,
wear? Because
no,
like
it's
it
not like Interview with
seems
a
like
Vampire.
she
Great.
points
I like that one.
she points over to Mordecai and she's like, he totally seems like he would be wearing the ruffled shirts.
Yeah,
And
he
like,
really leans into it.
yeah,
He
yeah.
I
really
have
just
ruffled
leans
shirts,
all the way in.
See, he totally
but I
has
don't
ruffled
Yeah.
wear.
shirts.
Okay, so
Yeah,
everybody makes their own.
but you don't
They
have.
make their own
Okay,
way.
so what would you say your kind of design is looking like right now? Like,
Um.
because it's kind of like a
I
gothy, like
Yeah, I would call
lumberjackish
probably.
thing.
I would probably call
Uh,
myself a nightmare lumberjack pansexual.
Wow, that's great. I am so in.
Yeah, that's kind of
Accurate.
it's
I
been
think
really
we
hard
broke
to like
Prince.
figure out. It's been hard to figure out my aesthetic. It's still it's a growing thing. I'm experimenting with my makeup
Yeah,
and
yeah,
my
yeah.
hair and things
Well,
like
it's
that.
been looking really good. I've been meaning to tell you
Oh,
that, and it's
thank you
yeah,
so
it's
much.
the yeah,
Yeah,
it definitely like nightmare lumberjack. I think that yeah, that's total you. That if I had to pick something that would like totally describe like a nightmare lumberjack, it'd be you.
yeah, for sure. And like I can suck your blood, so it's a
You're not
little
gonna
bit of
do
a
that
nightmare.
all the time, are you? Because I'm kind of
No.
yeah, I have a bit of a thing. Like I'm kind of thin, and I don't know if I have that much blood for
Yeah,
you,
no,
really.
I actually was not even like thinking about that in terms of like
Oh,
I for me and you, like I don't think that's the move particularly for me. I mean, we can reassess it down the line. But anyway, so you want in.
yeah, it sounds kind of cool. Like I'd stay this age forever. Like, would my hairstyle
Yeah.
change? Like, would because like I heard that some vampires like in pop culture they like they go back like the ruffly shirt ones the talkie
Yeah, the Louis, the
Brad Pitt,
Lestat.
yeah,
Yes,
the
I
Brad
I
Pitt,
get
yeah.
you. Yeah,
The hair
uh-huh.
like came back even though she tried to cut it. Would that be like
Yeah,
my hair?
that's kind
Because
of
I'm
how
like
it
one of
yeah,
your.
that's how it
Hmm.
works. Yeah, pretty much.
Then would I
At
be
least
able
when
to
you
get a
become a vampire, not
haircut
sure.
first?
Okay, listen, we're going to talk about all this later. I'm going to give you all the details about what you can and can't do and how this all operates.
Right.
But what I'm hearing from you is that you want in and that
Yes.
this is okay with you and we're going to move forward and you're okay being bonded to me in this way.
Sure. I don't know what bonded means. Does that mean like you can
You like
sense
her
I'm in
more.
danger, like Beauty and the Beast?
No,
And then
it's
like
like
Ron
yeah.
Perlman at the end of like every episode when
Oh
Linda
my god.
Hamilton was in trouble, he'd always come rushing in at
Wait
the
a minute,
end,
it was a
and
Every
he
time.
TV show?
yeah he would always yeah every
I thought
episode
it was a
It was a
movie.
weekly
Oh my
serial TV
god,
show.
this is a
Yeah.
mess. This is
Yeah.
a mess.
Yeah, it was TV. And then like Linda
Weird.
Hamilton didn't want to come back for another season, and then they got somebody else, and was like,
Okay, listen, I need you to stop talking. Shh. Shh.
"Oh, okay,
Stop. Okay, I really need to just do the salient points here, and then I have to get on with my evening tonight. So, what we will do is we're not gonna like do the whole like ritual thing right now, but now that you're in,
okay,
tomorrow night at this meet and greet thing that we're gonna do, where you're gonna meet all of my friends,
okay,
you and I will tuck away at some point, and we will do that.
right."
Okay. So you can just go back to work as normal right now. You can, marinate on that.
Am I allowed to tell anybody?
No, you absolutely cannot tell anybody. And Jude looks down for a second and she's like, listen, are you ready now?
Sure. You sure I can't tell anybody? Like I can't tell my mom?
No, absolutely no one. No one, no throwaway Reddit accounts, no 4chan posts, no 8chan posts. Okay, none of that.
Oh,
Really?
Anyway,
I've seen some 8chan posts about it. About
You shouldn't be
vampires
on
and stuff.
8chan. It's a bad place.
and
Oh,
Jude will
Anyway.
see over Gretchen's shoulder. Jude will see Mordecai's hand outstretched in the doorway, sort of thing, as if he's like, "I'm not paying attention, but you might want and the bloodstone is in his fingers.
Okay. So Jude will go over and grab it. Thank you. I'll get you another one. Okay. So Jude will take the little bloodstone thingy, the principal infusion from Mordecai. And is there like a little ceramic bowl nearby or like a little glass?
In this place? Oh yeah, there's tons.
I figured there must be something like that. Okay, so I'll just grab the nearest one. It's really not important to me what it looks like.
Drop a couple of drops in her kombucha.
Oh, is it? And she looks at Mordecai. It's really just like that's it. You can like mix it with stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Cool. Well, and she looks at Jude.
Oh, would I be able to get it in boba tea? I could put it in boba tea, right?
Yeah.
I could probably.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then like.
Yeah, in the future, but right now, like, what are you drinking right now? You got coffee. You got a energy
it's
drink.
just
what
it's just Starbucks. I have like a venti mocha frappuccino that's like. There's a little bit of pumpkin spice in it.
Pumpkin spice latte. It's that time of the year. Let's go. Pumpkin spice and vampire blood.
Gretchen is totally wearing like Uggs.
You know what? Let people enjoy. They enjoy. That is the lesson here. Anyway, so okay,
just a little bit of pumpkin spice. It's not too much. It's not like a pumpkin spice latte.
You just get like
it's
one
just
or
like
two pumps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, I get you.
And then you get like the.
Okay, we're gonna do this. Like I said, I'm very busy. We got to get this done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Jude will take off the lid of the Starbucks cup. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this. And Jude will hold the stone in her fingers over the liquid, and she'll issue the mental command, and it will turn into liquid. Goes in the drink.
Wow, that's really cool. Do you all have the ability to do that? Can you like
no, that's actually just me right now.
Can you like
that's just me.
Put it into something else, like this glass over here, like this?
I'm gonna type up.
Can you make
Google
it
doc.
the glass? Can you? And then like turn the glass into blood or something? Like that's really cool.
Yeah. That'll be something. And Jude is just really trying not to lose the plot. So Jude puts the lid back on and kind of just gives it a little bit of a swirl or like a little bit of a shake so it gets like mixed up in there, so it's not like an immediate mouthful of pennies. So
the little green straw, like spinning.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was hoping the stopper would be in there. Super duper. So then Jude will hand it back to Gretchen and be like, "Here you go. That's all that's required. You just drink this down and."
So okay, hold on. Is it
begins.
A little bit, or is it like the whole thing? Do I have to do the whole thing all at once? Like, can I time it out? Because I was really gonna hold on to this coffee for like the entire evening. It was gonna keep me awake while we were doing inventory.
Taste is all you need.
Yeah. To begin, just this is necessary. I don't storyteller. I mean, I'm not 100% on the minutia of ghouling rules. Like, does she have to drink it in a certain period of time? Like duration?
Rough. Like for the first one, the way I've always ruled it is like a mouthful. That'll be like the.
And I know I have to keep doing it. I'm aware of that, but like to initiate it, she can just drink this.
Yeah.
Presumably over the course of this night.
It would probably work better if it was the whole thing.
So just drink the whole thing. Okay.
Oh, that's a lot of
Thank
coffee.
you. Yeah, I know that is a lot. That's a lot of sugar.
That is a lot of sugar.
Whew. So Jude will say, "Okay, you got to just drink it all down. It's not going to be good as time goes on, and it's better to just get it started. I'll get you another."
Oh, so it'll get
PSL,
cold or something like that movie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then she like proceeds to practically down the entire thing in one go. Like, this is one of those situations where it's like, if anybody is doing the mental math, she just basically said that she had like a couple shots of like espresso in there.
Power chugged her espresso. Yeah.
Oh,
So
a
she
couple shots of espresso. Oh,
power
okay.
chugged her espresso with vampire blood in it. So
Yeah,
she's going to be basically like Barry Allen. She's going to vibrate into another dimension
She's
at some
gonna be
point.
wired for sound, basically.
Well, this is how it
And
is.
somebody put in the chat for the Zoom call, hyperghoul.
She's gonna taste colors.
Okay, so yeah, just drink it all down.
Yeah, it's gone before you even finish that sentence.
Okay, well,
And then
This
Sorry, what?
you probably use some spice, maybe some oregano, that might work. Some
that
you
doesn't
know,
seem right.
the maybe maple syrup. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
might help a little bit. Yeah, I could. I don't know. I'll workshop.
Maple blood smoothie.
We're really
We're
okay.
Canadian, eh?
Things
So
are-
yeah,
yeah,
take off, you
Canadian.
hoser.
okay. So
Okay.
Uh,
you okay? Did you haven't talked to Mercy? Okay.
no, I haven't yet.
Gretchen, darling, you're going to feel really, really jazzed, as though, I mean, you just drank a coffee.
Are you looking into her eyes at this particular moment?
Sure.
You can see her pupils kind of going.
Oh no, yeah.
Expanding, yeah.
You're going to.
Have you seen Beauty and the Beast? It's great.
I have.
Yeah, it's an awesome
It's
series.
amazing. The third season was not as good as the first two.
No, it wasn't, because they got Linda Hamilton left. I think she was going to be possibly doing more movies or something, but she didn't really until they got her back from like Terminator 2.
They pulled her away for Terminator.
No, the Terminator 2 wasn't part of that.
No, the first one.
Okay.
No,
gotta-
this was after the first Terminator.
We'll have plenty of time to
Gladys,
talk about
Gretchen.
all of this.
Darling,
Mhm.
you're going to feel
Yep, that's me. I'm Gretchen.
really.
You're not Gretchen. I'm
Possibly
Gretchen.
stronger.
Mm-hmm.
And really, just you will feel like you drank all the kombucha. Just completely cleansed. You'll feel amazing. That sticks with you, but at the same time, do you feel anything different towards Jude right now?
No. Am I supposed to? Is that a thing?
No, and that's good. Sometimes it happens that you start feeling a little wiggy about people, but this isn't. This is perfect. This is excellent. Yeah, so you'll feel this. This is connection. Welcome to our world.
And then Jude will take Gretchen's hands in her own, and like as they're both standing up.
Okay.
If you tell anyone about this, you will be in danger, and I will not be able to stop it. Do you understand me?
Yes.
If you tell someone, it is over for you.
But can I tell them about my...
No, you can't
about...
tell them about anything, not
Okay,
any aspect of this other than you work here.
Are you sure?
Storyteller, has this
Yes.
conversation been going on for about 10 minutes or
Give or
less?
take.
Okay, Abigail's gonna actually walk upstairs because she's looking at her watch and she's like, okay, this is taking too long. And she's walking upstairs.
Something's
John's like,
wrong.
Mordecai has it under control. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's,
Oh,
but
wait, no, it's probably not fine. Go help. Go help.
Immediately walk back.
As Abigail passes, I'm standing at the bottom of the stairs where I've just been watching Jaw from across the distance. As Abigail passes, I will go, "It is all fine."
I understand, but there's a 10-minute window. I just want to make sure it's all
See, it is all fine. I have
You've
heard
been
every
listening?
word. See.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, I will stay here then.
Duran
long as
rolled
they don't
5
need you to do
successes
any,
on heightened senses.
you know,
See,
Damn, I always
we
read that.
we might have to go scare the young one to keep her shut up, but she has reminded me of Ron Perlman's Beauty and the Beast. It has been a long time since I've seen that. I need to see if I can get that at the library.
Mr. Giovanni, now that we have a forge, I can probably make you silver bullets.
Oh, I have some, but I could use more.
Hey,
you can never have.
Keep in mind.
You can never have too much. See.
Do I have to kill that girl?
Yeah, as long as you say everything's okay. Has she complied, or
they seem to be bonding very, very nicely.
Okay.
There's a lot of this high energy. Do you remember last week when Senora Jude met Senora Finn? Last night?
Oh.
There's a little bit of that going on, but Senor Strickland is getting into the dance too. It's kind of entertaining.
Sisters, do you? The Finn one and the Gretchen one? You don't think they're like sisters or something, do you?
I hope not. I really hope not.
The way you just said that makes me worried. How much did I miss? I was only gone for a couple days.
Do we know Gretchen's last name? If it's Finn.
I'm going to just...
Steve's face is like,
I don't like this. I don't like it.
I'm showing you what you're doing with these swords. I'm just going to...
John's trying to make Abigail a little dagger. Seems more fitting for Abigail.
More like the notes were like
knife,
Finn, right? Okay, Finn underscore. Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay.
You still want to go up and say and do the hello thing, Senora Abigail?
We want to. If you say everything's okay, do we want to all go up and say hello?
We could see. Senor Ja, could you say hello on your best behavior?
Yeah. It's been an interesting week, but yeah, I'll be nice.
Gretchen is now part of Jude's family, so.
Well, she's part
That's
of
how it works for you
our
all.
family in general, I guess.
It is different. I know it is different for different people. For my family, it is indeed a family thing. The ghouling. For others, it is a possession. For others, it is a servant. But for Giovanni, it is very much a family thing among most of the Hakaara. So that's the way we tend to refer to it.
Understood. All right. Well, why don't we go up and say hello to our new family member then?
And storyteller, Mordecai is going to text Mercy to come inside as well.
Okay. You get the most ridiculous thumbs up emoji that is like kind of GIF bouncing across the.
I love it.
And I'm assuming that Gretchen is just continuing to like.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she has gone from season 3 of Beauty and the Beast to like, have you seen Ron Perlman's other movies? Because he was in like Quest for Fire, and then they didn't really talk in that movie. It was kind of boring, but it was kind of like Lord of the Rings. Just everybody was walking everywhere. It was kind of ridiculous.
Wow, my Ron Perlman education is really lacking. I'm glad you.
Ron Perlman's great. I got into him because of
Hellboy.
Yeah, Hellboy.
That.
He was in Hellboy and then Hellboy 2, and then for some reason they didn't get him back for the third Hellboy. But it was really the third Hellboy. It was more like Hellboy, like a reboot of Hellboy, and they used the guy from Stranger Things. Have you seen Stranger Things? Stranger Things is great.
I did.
Adjacent?
Abigail, Dorad, and Jar are probably upstairs by this point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You walk right smack dab into the middle of the Ron Perlman conversation.
Everything's okay up here.
Oh, has she
We're
seen...
talking about how Ron Perlman built his career on grunting.
Yeah, it's true. There's a lot of that in his movies.
He seems like a bit of a chameleon.
Then he was in that Blade movie.
It
was just weird. The Blade movie, like he wasn't really that intimidating in it. I don't know. Wesley Snipes is great. Have you seen all of Wesley Snipes' movies?
Okay.
Oh my god,
okay,
yes.
let's just.
I have.
Even the ones that like went.
Does she have the
I don't know.
time?
They don't really go direct to
Oh my
DVD
gosh, how does she
anymore.
have the time?
They don't really go direct to DVD anymore.
You've
Now
seen
it's like
Demolition Man. Oh
right?
my god.
Demolition Man with like
Amazing
Sylvester
bit of
Stallone.
filmmaking.
Oh,
So,
the bonding.
so Jude, does Gretchen have any questions? Gretchen?
Yeah, I've got a
Yeah,
bunch of
do
questions.
I have to kill her?
Oh, what?
Miss
No.
Yeah,
No?
he's joking.
If you spill secrets, then I'm going to behead you. That's the rules.
Like Highlander? That works too? Does he get
Yes.
my power if he beheads me?
You don't have power. At least
Gretchen,
none that I will.
If you spill secrets, you're not the only one who's going to die. We all will. So we just want to make sure that you're aware
Yes,
that
we're just
this
going
is
to kill
quite
you
serious.
first.
There's a lot of killing in this society
no,
of
no
vampire
killing.
things.
No killing.
Is this
it's
like
all
the
good.
I mean, we do drink blood. I mean,
is there like is this like the theater in Interview with the Vampire where it's like there's just a whole bunch of killing and then some people killed other people and then Louis showed up and like killed everybody else with his like the farm equipment,
Gretchen.
whatever it was he was
Gretchen. Do you have any questions?
That was my question.
not about
Short answer,
movies
no.
or similarities to
About-
movies. We need to lay it out plainly, okay? No
Right.
metaphors.
The
But
rules
metaphors
are-
is how I learn.
The rules
We just like
are
give her
you
a book of
basically-
nod and just keep it moving or something.
You don't
Wait.
tell anybody
Give a
that
revelation.
you work for people like us.
Who's
like
Knob?
Jude.
Why is there a book of Knob?
Okay, it's not okay. Do you have any questions about what will happen
My
to
chowder
you?
was an
What
idiot.
your job is? What your job is? Like those are the things we're asking about your condition, about our relationship, things like that. I can put it in a metaphor for you, but I need a regular, plain question to start.
Like okay, the guy with the frilly shirts over there, he said that I would get stronger, but I don't feel any stronger. Out of character, Jude, what is your highest non-blood magic related discipline?
They're all equal at one.
Right? So, yeah, she's like do you have potence?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she's like, I don't feel any stronger, but can you stop that?
Ja throws the
please?
heaviest thing that he can find in the store at her. Just tosses it to her.
Yeah, we're gonna get a roll for that.
I don't know. It's probably some like good
We
old
have ended
like
up somewhere I did
you
not
know
expect
one of those
myself.
things you put on your bookshelf. Just a big ass
Big
rock,
ass,
probably.
Yeah.
big ass geode.
Like
Yeah,
a bookend
like-
or something.
Yeah. Ja just tosses one at her. Not
Poor
trying to
Gretchen.
hurt her, but like,
Poor Gretchen.
we'll
we,
see.
We hardly knew.
Just do.
Oh, all right.
What do you want for this?
That'll be a strength, and let's go with melee because it is a
Oh Lord.
cost weaponry.
Okay. Strength
But
and melee.
I will allow you to basically like I'll just do it for accuracy. If
Yeah,
you want.
I'm not trying to hurt.
Yeah,
her.
it's not. It won't be like a huge like baseball overhand like windmills throw. It'll be like kind of a underhand toss. So we'll take like half of whatever you do. Because you're not trying to hurt her. You're just trying to test and see if she has strength of some kind.
5 successes.
Do you want? Yeah, you wanted to half that, right? Or is that halved? Because that's scary.
Oh no, that's just what I rolled.
Yeah. So we'll have.
I'm trying to
that.
throw it like
Yeah.
put some heat on it, but I'm not trying to like. If she's not strong, this would hurt a lot. If she is strong, maybe she'll catch it.
She does in fact catch it. She's like, "Ugh, why are you throwing heavy things?" And then she puts it down on the table. She's like, I don't feel any stronger. I don't know what this is. Because that was
That was how many pounds?
That thing's about 60 pounds.
yeah, that thing's pretty
That-
heavy.
That was
And I just
60
threw it like a
pounds,
fastball.
Gretchen. And he just threw that at you.
Right.
That's a
Just
lot.
Caught it.
Yeah, but that doesn't feel that heavy. I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
Well, it doesn't feel heavy, but it is heavy.
Oh.
How to do it.
You're on a whole nother level now, darling.
I'm just going to.
Wow.
Mercy, can you help her, please? Please, Mercy. Do a mercy to us. Just help her along. We have business, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Mercy, upon seeing some of this, she's gonna text Mordecai and basically go like, you receive a text that is, you owe me one.
I know, love.
And then Mercy comes in and she will be like, Gretchen, was it? Oh yeah, I'm Gretchen. You're somebody else.
Gretchen, this is Mercy. Mercy is my bodyguard.
Really? You can be a bodyguard with this?
You absolutely can.
Aren't they more powerful than us? And she just rapid fires question after question after question after question to Mercy, and Mercy's just like, well, yes, but no, that doesn't work like that. No, you can still grow your hair out. I don't know. No, it's just if they turn into one of them that their hair stops. And then she just keeps going and going and going,
I was
allowing
like, basement. I have gifts
Everyone
for you
else-
all.
allowing you guys to escape into the basement.
Everyone to kind of like,
Come on, let's go
That's what I'm
downstairs.
doing. We all back away slowly and go back down the stairs.
Like Scooby
Duran's
Doo,
already
right?
down there, right?
go up to
I
Mercy.
know. I know we're all
Mercy.
beasts, but I think you may have created a monster, Jude.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't know how much of that, like how much she is. I didn't. That was not apparent to me in our other interactions. So I admittedly was not prepared for the energy, but I did it. There's no more hesitation. There's no
Like
more
a Jack Russell
whatever.
Terrier. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of energy. Got to make sure she's got
sweet.
shit to do. That's all. Just
She's
make sure
sweet.
she's got shit to do. Anyways,
Mordecai goes up to Mercy, gives her a sort of holds her head from one side, gives her a kiss on the forehead from the side from the other. I'm so sorry. I owe you so much, my darling. And down the stairs, closing it behind him.
yeah,
noted.
stairs back up.
Well, that was
And
fun.
for Duran, what you hear with your heightened senses just before the stairs kind of go up, blocking the vast majority of the noise, is like, hey, that's really cool. I didn't even know that was there. I was wondering where they all disappeared to all the time. And it's, and just question after question after question until the stairs go up and it blocks most of your noise, but you still hear muffled conversation.
I'm turning the heightened senses up at this point. I'm sitting downstairs. When we all went upstairs, I stood there for about 3 seconds, felt the energy, and then I told Steve I rolled my dex and stealth. I turned around and went back downstairs. Fuck it. I am not dealing with that tonight. So you come downstairs and I'm just kind of sitting there in a chair, kind of going, wow. Okay. I am glad she is part of the, what did you call it? The nightmare lumberjack pansexual family.
I'm a nightmare lumberjack.
You are the
pansexual.
nightmare
Nobody
lumberjack
else is, only
pansexual.
me.
And now that there is potentially another one. So, and
I think her aesthetic is different, but yes, in the family.
Nightmare I can see is wonderful. The lumberjack thing, I applaud that going on. The pansexual thing, again, I'm old. I don't get that. What the hell?
Like I said, that's just me. It's just me.
See.
But yeah, we can, Mercy's up there. You heard.
See.
So, it's so that's done. So let's move on, shall we?
See. We have a few things to check. We have Sula Rose.
Yeah.
Which we meant to get to a couple of nights ago and then got distracted by I think snacking. Kind of got snacking. The Raphael Fine Art Auction House I still need to check into and would not mind a hand with that. Senor Ja, you were not here last night.
I have no idea what I missed.
Mr. Duran, give him the necklace.
The Raphael Fine Art Auction House used to be run by or employed one of the Giovanni ghouls, Francis Giovanni. I called them last night to see if I can find out where Francis Giovanni is. And as soon as they said, of course, who can I say is calling? And as soon as I said it's Duran Giovanni, they hung up. That's kind of suspicious. So I would like to check it out. And I've got the feeling that having backup along might be a good thing. We also dealt with a Signora Finn, who is a high energy double espresso type of mage, who we were introduced to referred to by Senior Johnson, who checked out a few of you remember the little handfuls of loot that we grabbed from the underground that collapsed?
I do.
Turns out we had two things that were worth note besides the thing that we gave to what the heck, big Tremere, Cassius. We had a bracelet that did not work for us, but would work. We have a bracelet that would work for mages and give them extra abilities and powers. And then a necklace, which does the same thing. We have a necklace that does the same thing for us. Actually, I tried out the necklace and it took me a couple of steps up in my ability to wield shadows and without having to stir the blood to do so. So currently I have the necklace. Because it is 1 and we are 5, we have not yet discussed who would get most use out of the necklace or for what. I feel it is an active thing and should be worn or carried by someone all the time, not left down here, because the day we need it, we'll be down at the lakeshore or something, beating on Guru in a park, going, why don't we have the necklace?
Mr. Giovanni, I have a question. Do we know if it would work on a ghoul? They have our blood. Maybe this could help make
seems wasteful.
Gretchen. Well, I mean, it might be wasteful, but it might make us stronger. I don't know.
Or she could just die faster. We don't have to worry about it.
Well,
you could always get a new ghoul. I'm just saying.
There are experiments that can be done.
I mean, think about the Giovanni. They have plenty of ghouls in their family. Some of them don't always make it to the other side.
No, they don't.
Some ghouls end up becoming vampires. Kindred, I should say. As well.
Some become.
Some do, some don't.
Bones.
And some continue to be.
Well, time will tell.
For a long time.
Time will tell.
And then we, Senior Jaw, we also got the list of places the Fae want us to protect. Of course, they have not told us who we're protecting it from or how we're protecting it. But you will love these places of power. They are parks, all of them.
Gosh,
and there's water by
we've already been in.
There is the Hastings Park, which is the Peony Grounds and Fair. We have Trout Lake in East Vancouver, and we have the second beach swimming pool in Stanley Park.
Yes.
They want us to protect a swimming pool in Stanley Park.
Yep.
To be fair, it's a lovely swimming pool, but
I got the sense.
Did you talk to Mr. Johnson? Did he offer any assistance?
No, Senior Mordecai and I will be speaking with Senior Johnson. We have a business meeting either later tonight or tomorrow. It has not been decided yet. We're waiting to hear back from his office, but I have booked his time, and he's just going to get back when he's got the slot open that we can sit down and have a quiet little discussion that would be mostly business. But during that business, I shall ensure that these parks are brought up. We'll also find out what Senior Johnson thinks of fairies and pickpockets and stuff.
There's pickpockets, which is bizarre. But anyway.
Talents.
This is all better than nanobots and exploding princesses.
We all have talents. We all have talents. I, for one, would like to just kill a few anarchs, but whatever fun we're going to get up to tonight. So we got Sula Rose, we've got the Raphael Fine Art, we've got these 3 places to somehow protect. Oh, and we have to get that box back from Cassius so that we can take it back to the fairies and say,
I'll leave that
here's
up to our
here's your
Brawl
thing.
and Tremere, I think.
Here's your
being that
thing.
it's in their territory.
Now, what do we do with these parks? Because
I feel like we're just gonna have to go at some point and check it out. I mean, I would say maybe we don't have to do Stanley Park first, because obviously that's gonna be the biggest danger to us. And there's also like one other thing that I wanted to tell you all about. So I don't know if you figured it out, but Abigail and I we live at the Chantry now.
Temporarily.
Sorry.
Temporarily.
We just moved in for a while because Cassius is telling us that there is an imminent Sabbat invasion into
And
You
that's a good point to take a bit of a break.
What?
Cliffhanger.
hey.
Sorry. No.
So, come on back after about 7 minutes, and we'll see how the Coterie reacts to that little bombshell that you just dropped. So, yeah, come on back. Go hydrate, everybody, and we will be back in about 7 minutes. And we are... we're back, everybody, after that particular revelation from Jude. We're going to go directly back into the action.
Excuse me?
So
Cassius said what?
he's gotten word that the Sabbat are starting to work their way into the city. And it's not going to be good
See?
if they get a foothold, as you probably know. He felt that it would be safer if Jude and I kind of left our respective apartments and moved into the Chantry because it's heavily fortified against things like Sabbat. But yes, this is a problem, and this is something we need to be aware of, and we may need to deal with eventually.
Well, and here's the thing that he impressed upon me most was how soon, like, a very large scale destruction by the Sabbat is going to go down. Like, he seemed to think this is going to be in a matter of weeks, if not less, that they're like ready to come
That's
stomping in
good.
here.
Hey,
We know that they already have their hooks into the Primogen.
Right.
Yes.
We do know that. And I
And
don't
and
know
they're
if
you
that's
were
sending
working
connected.
with the Sabbat up until recently.
They're sending in a bishop, apparently, is what
Another
Cassius
one.
said. Well, yes, I mean, we didn't know that that Mr. Mordecai's sister was a bishop, but she's not here, so I don't know if she had anything to do with the recent incursion or anything like that.
But I mean, you know the guy, he doesn't like, get too worked up really about anything. But even for him, he seemed like pretty freaked out and serious. So
See, that is a serious thing.
He generally doesn't require that, that his Tremere kindred move into the Chantry. It's generally a choice. And I mean, even though it was a choice, he made it pretty clear to us that being in our own apartments, we wouldn't have enough protection to protect us against the Sabbat.
not only that, but that like we need to be like reading and studying and researching on how to basically like beat them back. And the additional connection there is that it seems like all the stuff that we've been collecting for him is in possible like connection with protecting the city from Sabbat. Like the chantry, the black site chantry, and the items and all like that. Like, to me, it seems like all of that stuff is basically in service of trying to protect Vancouver from the Sabbat. I don't know if you got that, Abigail. I don't know if I'm just like
pretty much, yes.
Okay.
I mean, we didn't. So we went there before we had this meeting with the changelings, so we didn't know about the item or anything like that. But it seems to me that that item that we're trying to get for the changelings might be something we need for protection. So it might be something we need to discuss further with Cassius and potentially with the changelings as well, because if the Sabbat come in, if they find the changelings, I imagine that they won't be as cordial towards them as we are.
See, it would be, I would think, advantageous for our Tremere to sit down with Cassius and be blunt and say, we have been approached by the fairies. They want that item. Why do we need that item? How important is it to us that we are willing to Sabbat? Or, I mean, again, there were a lot of them that I noticed. So we've got two different armies. Which is the lesser of the evils to deal with?
How long
the fairies can probably be talked with.
How long before our fair meeting did you meet with Cassius?
Just the night before.
Yeah,
we simply
So
went.
You've known now for 3 days about this large incursion of Sabbat. Did you see at any point to mention it to the rest of us?
We were actually going to tonight.
Yeah, Ja wasn't
Yesterday
here.
was too soon?
No, Ja wasn't. We didn't have any contact with Ja. We were trying to make sure.
The evening of the meeting was too soon?
I will add that this
I'm-
Sabbat incursion is not
It's not
just
new.
happening in Vancouver.
We
It
know
turns
Did you
out
see
that
something?
Philadelphia is dealing with much of the same.
Damn. I thought they were all kind of leaving and now they're everywhere. I don't get it. Okay, Mordecai. What were you gonna do in 1 to 2 nights about this? Like, I don't know what you think we gained by, like, we weren't trying to obfuscate it from you. We were just like, we were trying to figure out what we're doing. So, like, I don't think we could have done anything sooner. So I'm sorry we didn't tell you immediately, but like, we knew we wanted everybody to be here and understand this.
I am good with knowing tonight. 9 to 2 either way. I just got the call from Reska. I need to go check something at one of my stores. I will be back shortly, so you will forgive my absence for a few minutes.
Safe, Mr. Giovanni.
Catch
Sabbat
me
are
up
out
when
there.
I get the back.
Okay.
And
So
Duran
anyway,
scoots out.
so I mean, frankly, I don't really appreciate you coming for me about this because what would you have done in a day or in a night or two? Like, I'm
It's
sorry
too
I
extra
didn't
nice
group
to
text
prepare and
it.
get my shit out of here.
It is a matter of
City is not
weeks.
prepared for the Sabbat.
No
At
city
this
is
point-
prepared for the Sabbat. Individuals are prepared for the Sabbat.
At this point, can I make a suggestion, Mr. Mordecai? You have a large estate. It will take some time, but we may, with help from other Tremere, as much as you may hate it, we may be able to protect your abode, at least to the point where it will be able to resist an incursion by the Sabbat, not just normal physical human means, but Tremere means.
Yeah, but
And
that
if we
does mean
can-
you're probably going out of business. That's exciting, isn't it?
Well-
As has happened in the past with the
Damn.
Sabbat.
I
Well,
just got
The
it.
more time I have to get rid of my shit and get my treasured possessions out of here, the faster it will go.
and you will
And
have
with
the
the
time,
sheer
and we
number
will
of
help.
kindred in our connection, in our immediate vicinity that are connected to the Sabbat. Fine, whatever.
Honestly, Mr.
Oh,
Mordecai,
someone
I
else is
understand.
disappointed in me. Like, it's all
Disappointed
yeah.
in you.
Wow,
I
what
am.
a weird
is exciting.
sensation this
Jude,
is.
Have you all
Jude,
fought the
who's
Sabbat before?
disappointed in you? Jude, who's
Well,
disappointed in you?
Mordecai, he's mad I didn't tell him earlier.
Well, Mordecai is mad at both of us for not telling him earlier. And you know what, Mr. Mordecai? That's
He'll
the
get
way
over
it
it.
went.
It's
There's
fine.
nothing.
It's
there's
fine,
nothing that
whatever.
we can
We're
do
moving
at this
past
point.
it. You're right. We can't do anything, and what's done is done. So we're moving forward from
Let's-
now on. I guess what we
let's
need to
get
figure
you
out is
and let's
what are
get
we
Jaw
doing
safe.
next.
Safe. Safe.
Well, oh,
There's no
okay,
such thing
safer.
as safe.
safer. Safer. I mean, I understand, Mr. Jaw. There's no safe spot from the Sabbat. I know you've dealt with them, probably at some point had to have run from them at least, or been told about them. I haven't.
No,
But-
I fought them all along the East Coast. It was a great time.
Oh,
What was
Unless
it like?
you were hell on earth,
well,
especially if you're in Baltimore. Good God, Baltimore was interesting.
oh no. Well,
Never
from your
made it that way.
perspective, Mr. Jaw, how would we best, besides any Tremere blood magic means that we have, or Banu Hakim blood magic means, how would you approach protecting ourselves from the Sabbat?
Oh, hiding your chantry worked for some of the Tremere, New York,
Oh.
I believe.
What about everybody else, though? Because the Tremere, I think Cassius has that in
Oh,
hand
they're
in terms
fucked.
of hiding.
Yeah, the rest of us are fucked. We have to go underground, or we.
You
fucking
can
die.
save a few, perhaps, but if they're like they were before, then everybody's doomed. And unless everyone, and I do mean every one of us, all decide to be on the same page.
And we already know they're not.
Exactly.
We have an entire Primogen council who's dedicated to the Sabbat.
We
Get
didn't
paid,
know
though.
that for sure.
Assassinations are great during Sabbat incursions.
And
Sorry?
Jude, like, are there chairs now?
I think so.
Yeah,
There's
there's chairs. Job
There's chairs.
brought actual real furniture.
I thought so.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought so.
Yeah,
Yeah, we had
there's
flat packed stuff come down last
Mhm.
episode.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. The flat
there,
pack.
there's not
yeah.
only regular chairs, there's also the leftover folding steel chairs that Job brought in a couple episodes ago.
Just in case we decide to have a wrestling match.
Yeah, we need it. We're gonna have a wrestling episode. It's gonna happen.
Or if you have more than 6 people that you have the chairs for.
Right.
If you have guests, you need a charcuterie board and everything, like need to set
You know
stuff
what?
out.
I'm sick of running. How do we fight them?
That's
I'm sick-
exactly.
Honestly speaking, you're gonna get a bunch of shovel heads, and those will be easy cannon fodder. It's when you run into the bishops that you get interesting situations, and they like to have their little packs that they send out. Not too different than something like you'd find hounds of the prince or scourges. Those suck. Those are the ones you run from.
Okay.
Well, we need to beef up. And I mean,
I learned
I'm-
some new stuff at the Chantry though. So
That is.
I got new stuff to fight with, so there's that.
Great.
I'm working on some new stuff, but it's going to take a little while. But yeah.
And Ja gives Jude what looks like might be a really crude dagger, and it is wrapped up. It looks like a prison shank, honestly. I'm like, this seems to be more your speed.
And Jude looks at the dagger thoughtfully and then back at Ja. You get me.
Abigail, I'm working on yours. My crafting it needs some work. And Mordecai, you got plenty of weapons. You'll need me.
Thank you so much, Joel. I appreciate that.
Of course.
And listen,
Consider it
I'm
a
not
peace offering from the Banu Hakim to the Tremere.
Well, thank
And
you.
by the Banu Hakim to the Tremere, I mean me to you all, because I'll still kill Cassius on sight.
Well, that's
yeah,
fair.
I hear you.
That's fair.
Yeah. Okay, so now we have to decide how to unfuck the situation somewhat.
We should I have an idea. You won't like it, though.
Tell me, please. Hit me. I'm ready.
Well, we have another coterie that we've been stalking.
Right?
Take the war to them.
Perhaps we can either circumvent their little Sabbat member that they have working on the inside and get a few of them on our side. Or destroy them before they can go any further.
Well, we know at least one of them's a Sabbat.
If they're not with us, they're against us at this point.
Exactly.
All right.
So we need to
So-
make a case.
So who do we call?
I mean, I can't get in touch with Harley. Can you, Abigail? I still haven't heard anything.
No.
Storyteller, I'm assuming there's nothing.
How do we know
Harley
it's not
got those
Harley?
messages, but
Harley did actually get those messages in the last episode. He sent that it was okay. Things were fine.
How do we know
Oh,
it's
okay.
not Harley?
it
I don't
probably
know that.
is.
I don't know that. I have no
No,
clue.
we
How do we
don't.
know they're not all Sabbat? How do we know?
We need to go to the
You're not being
Sularos or
played like
something,
fools.
LaRose, or
Yeah, Sula Rose.
yeah, that's a start.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
probably our best bet, because if we can at least touch base with maybe Cassandra, do you think a Toreador would actually turn to the spot?
Desperate
That seems
times,
weird.
desperate measures.
Fair.
I guess we can never really know.
Are
I
you
mean, I
claiming
don't
that there
know.
are no Toreador in the Sabbat?
Oh,
I
there-
didn't. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I guess it just seems like maybe it would be counterintuitive to enjoying a life of sensual excess in
No.
art. Doesn't seem to
No.
doesn't
Think about this. Sensual excess. What is more sensual than destroying a body? Having it entirely.
I mean, I guess
What is
I
more
can't really
sensual
argue with
than
that.
the Sabbat's Simisi ability to craft flesh into what they want it to be?
Fair
fair.
enough.
And I mean,
Fair enough.
how we honestly didn't. Well, see, I didn't know a lot about the Sabbat. I've dealt with the SI, I've dealt with the Anarchs, but I haven't really dealt with the Sabbat anywhere that I've
Managed to avoid the
resided.
SI. Good on me.
But how is it that? No offense, Mr. John, Mr. Mordecai, but how is it that you didn't question that whether or not Margaret, being a Tsimishi, was actually Sabbat?
Because they all
My own
left.
blonde.
Oh,
I did have questions.
okay. I
Note
don't
that I
know.
was the most freaked out about the fact that we had a Simisi in our group.
That's fair. I mean, you did have.
But then
Very
again, I had
visceral.
a general distrust of Tremere as well. And,
I mean, you still
Yar.
do.
Yeah.
To be fair.
well, once you're kindred, you realize that trust is something you can no longer afford.
And I'm learning that I cannot be offended when other kindred don't trust me off the bat. I've
It's
learned
not
it.
about you.
There are
I
some
know.
things that
About-
our ancestors have done that have been so horrible. Apparently, I was reading up on this, and it was like, how did they do this shit? And then that thing that mage last week brought up something about Order of Hermes, and I started looking up things, and oh my god, what did we do?
Yeah, fucked where
I
you just
say
fucking.
that we are monsters. I mean that. And we do our best to not be those monsters, but it does not change our history.
Honestly, I spent so many years under the pyramid of the Shamir. My sire told me nothing of this, of the things that we had done. Obviously, because they don't do that sort of thing. They don't tell you that your ancestors are horrible people. And honestly, Cassius hasn't said anything to me either. I started reading other things, other books. I don't even know how they got in the Tremere Chantry, to be perfectly honest, but
Well, if it makes you feel any better, my sire embraced me and then left me to an assassination.
well, if it makes you feel any better, I was a ghoul for 30 years,
Oh.
and my sire never told me what would happen when I got embraced.
Awesome.
So,
Not really.
yeah. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
Mordecai, what was your embrace? Like, what? I don't know anything about that.
It's because I haven't told you. What are we going to do about this Sabbat problem?
Oh, God.
well,
Convenient ducking of the question.
Yeah,
who do we
wow,
want?
just
Do
a
we want to go
real-
to? Do we want to go to Sula Rose and see if we can get hold of Cassandra or somebody else there, or is there another
Anyone
place
else that
we
knows Cassandra?
Maybe somebody that knows Cassandra can give us. Yes, maybe.
I agree that it's our best shot. So I think we should there. And I'll
Need allies. They don't have to trust us, but we need them.
As much as I hate to say it, mages might not those ones with the robots, but the automatons.
or the
No.
cult ones.
Absolutely
No,
not those.
not those ones, but potentially some of the other ones. Not the ones that tried to do the thing with the car with the Baron either, but potentially some of the ones from the clan or whatever that mage ally was with. Maybe they might.
Ether?
Yes, maybe they
Yeah,
might be
Sons of Ether.
interested.
Yeah. I mean, they live here too.
And honestly, what's I suppose better than blood that is supernatural for somebody of Sabbat? I mean, if they're looking for things of, a more refined taste, then maybe that's something that they'd want. I mean, Garu probably would not want to have Sabat there either.
Garu and Sabat fighting. Big old
Wow,
Sinisi monsters.
this is gonna be a mess.
It is. Great.
Jeez Louise. Okay. Well,
Beautiful
all right.
nightmare.
Damn. So all right. Well, do we want to head out to Sula Rose then and get this party started?
Certainly. I'll send a message to Mr. Duran and let him know where we're going to be.
For sure.
And Abigail sends the message to Duran, says, going to Sula Rose. See you
I'll be
there.
picking you up later anyways.
All right.
Something along those lines. So you are making your way up the stairs, I'm assuming.
Mhm.
So you go upstairs, and there is a conversation going on that I'm assuming you kind of ducked past.
Oh yeah, avoid it at all costs.
They've gone on from Ron Perlman in Hellboy and Blade 2 to Ron Perlman in just about every possible Ron Perlman movie you've...
You all can fit in the Camry. It's fine.
Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy. There's, just a bunch of other stuff that Ron Perlman is in, and most of you don't recognize half of it. Let's be honest. You guys don't really have time to watch movies without all the vampire intrigue that we're going
I
to
used
go
to.
through.
Jude used to, but
To it, one to the other, from Gretchen to Mercy, and back and back and back and back. I turned to Jude. You owe me for this.
yeah, I was gonna say thank you for helping me out.
I'll just make sure she survives. Otherwise,
That'll
this
be a
entire
start.
conversation is for naught.
Right.
Not fancy enough for this place. I mean, it's a current year model, but it's a Camry.
That's fine. I mean,
There's so much
I-
overhead room. You can-
I drove a beat up Honda Civic that belonged to somebody, and it was pretty ratty, and I don't
I
care. if it
literally
gets me from
never had
point
it-
A to point B.
I've never driven a car. I've only driven a tractor.
This
Those
is,
are
Don't see
interesting.
the limo.
this is like that comedy sketch about The Walking Dead, about how they had the perfectly fine looking car that was being advertised in the show. And no
yeah.
zombies,
Forgot about that.
no blood or anything could end up on the
Nothing on
vehicle.
it. Yeah.
Sponsored by Mercedes Benz.
Yeah. So you're making your way to Sula Rose.
Yeah, sorry, we're taking the which
believe-
car?
I
I
believe
heard
Jaws
limo
car.
and Camry. We're taking the Camry. Okay,
Right.
got it.
Let's go in the Camry.
You actually don't see the limousine.
Oh, okay.
There's
Being discreet.
Mordecai walks over to a Dodge Viper.
Oh my god. Yeah, this
Ooh.
great. My ass.
And he gets in
you see
and
Josh
it's-
stop for a second at the Viper. It's like, oh, this is nice.
He
Drivers.
gets in, he turns on the ignition. He's got like the extended cams, the thrush muffler, the whole brum, 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 sort of
Mm.
lift kit, a roll bar, it's fine.
I want one of those. Oh,
So
well,
that
I
you
get
said I
better
needed
miles
to
per
be
gallon.
discreet.
God damn.
This is
I
about-
mean, there's the bike option. We could all take bikes and ride those up to Sula Rose.
Nah,
But-
let's just no.
You want- I should bring
Jaws'
a
turn.
motorcycle?
Jaws' turn. Let's do
Yep.
this.
Here we go.
Is everybody
the
going
Camry.
into the Camry?
It's not a whole lot of room in a Dodge Viper. Been in one. I can speak with experience on this.
2 seats.
Especially not if you're tall.
They're comfy seats, but if you're a large person,
Yeah, it is not very spacious.
also they sit very low to the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Your knees start going back, you'll feel it.
Your knees
I
will
think
be
Vancouver
going.
has flat streets.
Yeah, you're vampires now. Your knees will be going bad forever.
Hey, you gotta embrace what she was 25. She's fine.
That's true. So you make your way to Sula Rose. What you see is kind of red brick building. The windows are painted over, not black, but it's like somebody kind of painted images on the windows themselves. It's kind of an average looking building. There's like a sign out front that says Sula Rose that is not, it's not super descriptive or anything. It's not like super fancy. It's basically just one of those like rectangle bricks with the light behind it. And are you proceeding in?
Yes.
Sula Rose blows up. You all die. No, I'm kidding.
Abigail turns on heightened, or not heightened senses, sense the unseen,
Sense
to make
the
sure there's no
unseen.
nos or anything. So,
In this place? Good luck.
aspects and
Turn it on off.
aspects and what is it? Resolve?
Resolve and aspects, yeah.
Yeah.
So I have decreed.
Actually, I'm gonna I'm gonna unrouse my resolve, just to make sure.
Always a good idea.
And I passed.
Abigail?
No, I passed.
Hey, no, Winston has not been summoned.
Winston has left the building.
Keep Winston in
that's
the
right.
bag.
Everybody was waiting that last episode, and Prince wasn't here to hear Winston for like the first 5 minutes of the episode.
Yeah, Winston
Okay,
really had a day.
I'm gonna blow a willpower on this one.
Ooh, that doesn't sound.
No, it isn't. Okay, so 4 successes.
I mean, that's not bad.
No, it's not bad, but it's not
the
good
cat
either.
is going to react at some point. So, so you blink your eyes a few times. Your supernatural senses kick in, and the world around you seems completely different. The building itself kind of looks a little decayed from what it did when you didn't have it on. The kind of exterior seems kind of grayish and kind of looks like there's wisps of smoke coming off of it.
Okay.
If you kind of peer a little closer into the building, and you can see there's somebody on the inside that looks like they're leaning up against a wall with like their one leg fully straight and their other leg bent at the knee, kind of leaning up against the wall. But you don't see anything else. That particular person, if you see the aura, they look kind of, it's a pale aura. You can tell that it's kindred, but you can't tell who or what they are.
Okay. I'll relay to the group that there is one person that I see in there, but otherwise it seems pretty empty.
Okay. I mean, I don't really know what to expect in here. Like,
Yeah, is this a place that jumps off regularly?
Apparently it's like an artist haven or commune or something like that. Storyteller, that's right.
yeah.
That is correct.
Okay. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
I will be an art connoisseur.
Who's your favorite painter?
The dead one.
Yeah. One of the dead ones.
Okay, that works.
Jude is convinced of Ja's hidden.
Basket. Oh, is that it? Basket?
Oh, Basquiat. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he's
Yeah,
great.
sure.
Fantastic. Groundbreaking.
I think I saw a picture of his stuff in like a Beyonce video or something.
Oh, yeah. You're
interesting.
right. Mine's Klimt. He's got this really great painting of this woman holding a head of a guy that she decapitated. It's sick. 1901 too.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, I gotta show. I'll Google it later and I'll show it to you. It's really really cool.
Right.
Okay, so I mean, I'm going in.
Shall we go in? Yes.
So you go in, and it's pretty much what you would expect from kind of what has been described as an artist commune. There's easels and there's kind of half finished paintings on them. When you walk in, your feet kind of crunch a little bit on the floor, like not necessarily that anything is there now, but you get the feeling that not as much dedication has been taken in cleaning up a massive amount of broken glass that may or may not have been there at some point in time earlier. There's like roses that are strewn about in various areas. Some of them are stuck to like paintings. Some of them are just laying about on the floor. There's a few people that are in there, and they seem to be just kind of doing their own thing. And there is the person that Abigail noticed that is leaning up against the wall in one particular corner that is off to the side. And they are surrounded by what could only be possibly described as just morbid art. It's like, it looks like kind of blue and black and purple, like someone screaming, but there's a large slash through the canvas of the painting. And they are taking a few drags from a cigarette, and it looks like they're just looking at the art itself.
Abigail walks over. Hello. I was wondering if you've seen the proprietress, Cassandra, tonight.
Cassandra? No,
Yes.
she's not here.
Have you spoken with her recently?
Well, not her specifically, but I have spoken with her in the past.
That doesn't make sense. You have not spoken with her specifically, but so has there been somebody from her management team here?
That's a funny way of saying coterie, don't you think?
I try and protect the Masquerade here. Abigail's whispering this.
I mean, look around. There's only a few people in here, and they don't care. They're probably just focusing too hard on their own art or something. I don't know. It's kind of Toreador ghoul bullshit.
This place almost this much of a disaster.
Depends on what you consider to be a disaster.
Well, has something happened here recently?
There was an incident.
Oh, really? Care to elaborate?
Not
Is
really.
everyone okay? Everyone okay though?
I think so. I don't think she diablerized anybody.
I'm sorry, what?
That's going to certainly need elaboration.
Please.
Oh, the La Sombra that's part of her management team had a bit of an issue.
Oh. Elena. Right.
Sure, if that's her
Elena's-
name. I don't really care.
Elena's been diablerizing. Well, this is interesting news.
I didn't say she was diablerizing. I said she hadn't diablerized anybody, as far as I know.
Well, that seems to assume, because normally that's not a word that comes up in just in general conversation about another kindred. This is to say that she's been diablerizing as
So
a
there was an
habit.
attempted diablerie.
I mean, here some anarchs have been going missing.
All right. Okay. That's
Important anarchs.
Not really. Something about portals or something. I don't know. They probably jumped into them. Maybe they got dealverized. Who knows?
All right. How recently has somebody been here from the management team?
It's been a while.
What is
Quantify it,
your
please.
role here?
I keep an eye on the place, including the
What is-
cats.
What is your name, sir?
Daedalus, what's yours?
Daedalus. Does Abigail recognize this name from any sort of...
Do you know a lot about Greek mythology?
I would say Greek mythos. I understand where this name is coming
Hey,
from,
yeah,
but
I'm
like,
saying-
excuse me. I'm thinking Kindred the Embraced. That's what
Yes.
I'm
That's
thinking.
where I
of.
went to.
Yeah.
How long has it been since you've played God of War?
No, I was saying, like, how, would Abigail recognize this from any of the... Nope.
Nope.
All right.
and Ja just makes like an off-color joke about, so you send your kids into the sun, don't you? Hmm.
Yeah, it's just a name. I didn't really go for any of that Greek, whatever, mythos stuff.
All right.
Interesting name to pick.
Mr. Mordecai, you have any questions for our friend here?
I think Mr. Mordecai may be frozen.
No,
No? Okay. Yeah, he's back.
Mr. Mordecai is just thinking. He's taking this all in. He's looking at this individual. Looks at Abigail. They're one of us.
It's one of us. It's not
One
anyone
of
I
us.
know.
One of us.
What family do you hail from? Offhand.
Family do you hail from? I mean, I could tell from the cane and the snakeskin boots and shit, but sometimes it's best to ask.
See, the problem is, love, is that I'm a harpy of the city, and you...
I don't really care.
Oh. Anarch, then?
Most of that's not going to really matter in probably a couple weeks' time anyway.
No.
do you
Oh,
say
yeah?
that?
Do you want to elaborate on that?
The Sabat are coming.
And how do you know this?
Sometimes it pays to keep your ear to the ground.
And what are you
You're
gonna do
not
about it?
running. You're just staying here.
I'm staying here for the moment. If things start going south, my kind of knows when to keep their head down.
So you're a coward.
No, he's a Nosferatu.
There are already Sabat in the city.
I'm expedient.
Are there already some Sabat in the city?
Most likely.
Any that you know of?
Well, there was that building that blew up.
All right. We all know about that building. We all know gas leaks aren't actually gas leaks. But
They're really not.
are you saying that there were members of the Sabat in that building?
Yeah.
Like who?
There's one named Alexandru.
Oh.
From what I hear, maybe Nixodon.
Would this
Whoa,
ring a bell
okay.
for Abigail? The name
Nick-
Nixodon?
Ixodon is the Nosferatu, like, elder of the city, isn't she?
She
Yeah,
is.
but
We've heard that.
would
name.
I in character know this?
Yeah, you've heard that name before.
Okay, cool.
We've heard Nixodon before. Nixodon from other Nosferatu. She was like, yeah, we don't fuck with her.
Right, okay.
We don't.
We do whatever she says.
Okay.
It's like, okay.
So they're like gone now, or
Presumably, I don't know. I'm not the sheriff.
Got people flipping sides, is what you're saying.
Maybe they never were in the first place.
So, what other Sabbat have you met in the city? Or know of?
There's a few kind of minor league, just above shovelhead types.
Names?
Didn't actually get their names before I killed them.
Oh, so at least you've chosen a side.
Well, yeah, like if things go too dark, I'm gonna cut and run. But until such time, I kind of like this place. I'll stick around.
All right.
Question for you. Do you think that La Sombra is working with the Sabbat?
Her? Pff, no.
You seem so very sure.
Yeah, you kind of get used to the La Sombra. They're a bunch of arrogant pricks. But the ones that are Sabbat kind of act a little bit different than the ones that aren't.
All right.
How so?
Well, she may be an asshole, but she's not the take control of the entire Catholic Church and throw my shovelhead minions against the Camarilla type of asshole.
Selfish.
Bit of a difference.
Okay.
Jude's just looking at this painting that you described earlier and is kind of just studying it. And without looking away, she's like, so where are you going to be when shit hits the fan? You
Already
said
said.
lay low.
Ducking and running.
Probably here. Depends on how much shit hits the fan. If the city ends up not exactly conducive to our kind, I have places to go. Thinking about checking out LA. Though I have heard they have problems with the Inquisition.
Everybody has
Indeed.
problems with the Inquisition.
No, I mean big
Yeah, they're
problems with the
everywhere now.
Inquisition. I don't know. Pay Gary
It's
Golden
either
a visit.
Inquisition or Sabbat wherever you go nowadays. So, good luck.
All right. So it seems like we're at least on the same page here. We're not really wanting the Sabbat to get the claws into everything. So how about you help us out with a few names? Who in that La Sombra's coterie is a Sabbat?
As far as I know, none of them.
None of them are Sabbat. None of them have taken a drink from that chalice or whatever thing that Cassius told me about.
Nope.
Well, somebody's lying to us then.
Yeah.
I would like to try and use Mesmerize against this Daedalus. I'll probably lose, but
That's just mean.
manipulation and
It was either that or
dominate.
Ja was going to try to cut him. So,
Manipulation and dominate.
that's
and
where I
I'm
seems way more gentle.
going to rouse my manipulation.
And what is the defense? And Joanna has returned.
I think it's intelligence and resolve. If I remember correctly, give me a second. Let me double check.
Yep, you won.
Wait, I haven't rolled
That
yet.
was easy. All right.
I haven't rolled yet. Okay, so I'm not going to raise my manipulation then.
You already said you were going to. You can't get out of it that easy.
Damn it! All right.
Mostly because
Actually, I
I want to
failed.
play. I want to
failed.
play Winston.
I know, and I failed.
Abigail, what are you doing? Clearly, this
Winston, not
fine, upstanding citizen is telling the truth. You should leave him alone and carry on.
Winston?
Keep calm
Shut
and carry
up.
on.
Oh my God, Winston, just shut up.
That's a
Can't you
good
see I'm trying to
slogan.
get something
Did we
done
use
here?
that in the war?
Shut up, Winston. All right, so Mesmerize, I won. My question is to, like, I'm basically saying, tell me who Tell me who in that coterie is Sabat.
Nobody, so far as I know.
And that's when Duran will kind of stroll in and go, and there's the operative term. Nobody so far as he knows. Whereas there are others who tell us they are.
Yeah,
There
they're
are
not
people who
stupid.
don't know that I'm Giovanni.
Mr. Daedalus,
Wait, you're Giovanni?
Mr. Daedalus, who knows these things? Who would have this information that you don't apparently have?
Next to Dawn.
Yeah, probably.
I'll fight you.
You know what? Normally, Jaw, I say keep a cool head, but I say, you know what? Have a good time.
There's nothing to be gained from attacking this individual right now.
Oh, I understand. I'm just a
General
little hungry.
satisfaction of pain.
I'm just
It's
a little
sensual,
hungry.
right?
Don't mind me.
Now, when it comes to violence has its place, but when in our society it comes to violence, then it is because we've exhausted all of the means of communication, let's call it. And your name, Senor, is I'm sorry, I'm late to the party.
Duran, this is Daedalus.
I do believe you are Duran Giovanni of the Hakata.
See,
Apparently already knows you.
And
well,
he looks
3
kind
minutes
of
ago, I said some people don't know that I'm Giovanni. So put 2 and 2 together, most people will get 4. So sorry, he looks kind of.
He looks kind of nondescript right now. Like he looks kind of like somebody who would belong in this particular area. Obfuscate. And he kind of drops that, and he looks kind of like a stereotypical Nosferatu would, except for the fact that he is wearing like a no-collared button-up suit that is actually quite stylish.
I do have to say that it's always a pleasure to see that certain clans still make a wonderful sartorial statement.
Daedalus,
Hmm.
why are you here?
Art.
Making, purchasing.
And
Why are you-
as the description to Duran, there is the one corner that Daedalus is standing near that has like darker pictures. Like everyone else is kind of like, let's draw / paint the orange. Let's, this potted plant, we'll paint that up all reds and greens. His corner is decidedly like dark colors, like dark purple, dark blues, blacks. And there's one particular one that he's kind of looking at that is on the easel, and it has like it looks like somebody's screaming, and it's like all of the darker colors that are in it, and it's got like a diagonal slash through it. Making.
Is this your art, Mr. Daedalus?
Yeah.
Did you make this slash through it?
I did.
Interesting.
I think it adds something to it.
It's a statement.
I unfortunately cannot say I know from art very well. Art, it is subjective. The artist says something, and then hopefully people understand it. Most I find have no clue what the artist is saying and are buying it because of the name. It fascinates me, though.
And Jude is still looking at this painting, and she crosses her arms and continues to study it and says, I really think it's evocative of the mark of Cain that we all carry with us as kindred. I really think that it's a worthy addition now. And she looks to Daedalus. Do you know anybody that is prepared to stand here and fight back? instead of slinking away?
Against the
Or are we
Sabat.
done here? Yeah.
There's probably a few Bruja. Have you tried talking to them? They're always up for a good fight.
True.
Probably some gangrel kicking around Stanley Park or one of the other parks somewhere.
Stanley Park, I'd like to stay away from. But you make a
Yeah.
point.
It's a little hairy in those parts.
Harry! Oh, I got that. That was quite good.
Boo.
See, so La Rose is an art place.
Also, as a sub description, sorry to cut you off. When you walked in, you were greeted with kind of a crunchy feel under your feet. Like there's been a lot of glass that's been broken in the area, and then people really didn't do a super awesome job of cleaning it up. And there's roses that are like some in the ceiling, some are like stuck to other things. It looks like basically a florist kind of exploded.
Okay. And knowing what I know and having the experience that I do, are the bullet holes in the walls noticeable?
From the outside, yes.
No, from me. Oh, from the outside and from the inside?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Abigail, would you...
this being an art place, Senor Daedalus, where are the Toreador?
There's a couple of ghouls kicking around here and there, but they probably left. Probably had plotting and scheming to do or some other such backstabby bullshit.
Abigail wants to touch the wall and use premonition.
Sure. You explode.
So it's a rouse check and resolve in aspects.
I will
I
be
just
right
like
back.
to Tremere, but listen to the storyteller.
Sorry?
I say you think Dra doesn't like Tremere, but listen to the storyteller. Every time he gets a chance, he's like, and you explode.
Yeah, there's that. Pass my rouse check. No Winston.
Damn it.
And it's resolve in aspects. And I roused my resolve already.
You did? Bluetooth headphones are amazing. I got up and fed the cat, and now I'm back.
I just blew a willpower and only got one success anyway.
That's enough. Fuck it.
I'm having a bad rolling day.
So you touch the bullet hole, and you kind of feel like you're being drawn out of your body. It kind of like rewinds time a little bit. Like it rewinds. You can see people coming and going in reverse, and then you see the bullets kind of going back in. You can see a bunch of the other coterie on the ground. Go check out adjacent if you want to see the exact things that I'm describing. You can see Charlotte. Basically, there's bullets that are kind of reabsorbing into each other and kind of going through, not through her body, but they're bouncing off, like they're shattering as they hit her, and they're reconstituting and then going back through the bullet holes. But yeah, it looks as if there is and you're getting a really strong feeling about Banu Hakim. And then you're back.
Okay, so Mr. Duran's probably just continuing to talk at this time while
See.
Abigail's done this. So.
Yeah.
See. So, Senor Davis, how do you feel about your other clan members in this city? Your Primogen Harley, Sebastian,
Yeah.
this little Weasley guy that we met.
Harley's a bit of a putz.
He's your Primogen, though, no?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
I
would
suppose.
you say he's a putz?
He's a little bit of a tryhard.
I mean, you'd think a leader would try to, try.
Hard even.
It's not really what the Nosferatu do, though. I mean, the Primogen Council seat kind of was vacant because nobody really wanted it, and then he comes along. He wants it, and then it's like, fine, take it. Who gives a fuck?
Seems there's a lot of that going around among the Primogen in this city.
Well, after everything exploded,
See?
there was kind of a power vacuum.
See?
And
Abigail.
Jude's looking around like,
So do you spend a lot of time hanging with Nixidon and the other Nosferatu?
Not at all.
All right.
Vianney.
Mostly I'm up here, hanging with the artsy types, keeping an eye on things.
See, there was one Toreador we were trying to catch up with named Phoebe. Have you happened to have met her?
I haven't seen her in a while.
Oh, but you do know Phoebe the Toreador.
I've heard of her. Haven't really met her. But yeah, I've heard of her, but I haven't heard about her in a while.
Vianney. Grazie.
Rumor is she went to Seattle, but I'm not entirely sure. Generally, you would hear from somebody who was moving to an area that they're going to be moving to an area, not from somebody else after the fact.
Normally, see, that would be how it works.
So
Has
she
it been
got pushed
eliminated?
out. Yes, I'm thinking that, Mr. Jaw.
Yeah, it's pretty much what I'm assuming too.
F in the chat for Phoebe.
Why don't you hang with your clanmates?
They're kind of dicks, let's be honest.
I mean, we're all
And John
dicks.
just gives him a look like, sir, that seems a little pot and kettle. If you don't mind my saying it. If you do mind, I don't care.
I suppose. But here's the thing. A lot of the Nosferatu seem to get their jollies from trying to fuck with the Toreador or the Ventru or making the Ventru stomp through the sewers and all that other bullshit. But it's just like we'd have a lot better of a working relationship with everybody if we'd stop just fucking around.
See?
Dear me, disagree with that.
Well, Mr.
Right?
Tantalus, would you like to work with us if the Sabbat were to finally make the final push?
Yeah, but we're gonna need a lot more than just you folk.
Oh, understood.
Yeah, we know that. We're
But
trying
you
to
see,
figure it out.
any army needs a core, and that was the joke. I didn't even mean to do that. My apologies. We are currently, I would suppose, that core. So we are talking with various kindred and other supporters to organize a little something.
Who else you got?
Have to start somewhere, and apparently we are starting here.
You don't have much time.
Well, we're also thinking that the Fae of the city might not be very keen on the idea of having Sabbat through here, especially since
Really?
I can imagine.
You got the changelings on board?
Oh, I didn't
And-
say that. I simply said that I imagine, because there's so many supernaturals in the area, I imagine they wouldn't be happy. Neither would the mages or the Garu, really, would
I've been
they?
talking to people.
All right.
And Jude straightens up as the changelings are mentioned, like, and looks at Daedalus. Yeah, we all have contact with them, and yeah, I interfaced with them the other night. In fact,
Interfaced?
yeah, like
Well, I've heard
You
of some
know-
like mechanical mages, but I haven't heard any about
USB port and everything.
mechanical fae.
you obviously
That
aren't
is
part of
in-
the business world. That's just the lingo that we use.
I suppose.
Well, so if we were able to, say, guarantee their involvement, would you be on board? The Fae, the mages, or well, some of the mages, because you know we don't deal well with mages, we kindred.
All right. I think I'd be on board. I mean, throw whatever you can against them, right?
Pretty much.
Exactly.
Have the mages and the changelings go first, and then we can pick apart whatever's left.
Oh,
Anarchs
Whatever you
should
say.
go first.
Yeah, that's fair. Anarchs probably
See,
should
I
go
don't
first.
hold back anything. They just go.
See, speaking of which, now that is another. Do you happen to know where the anarchs gather around Vancouver? Is
There's
there a popular hot spot?
there's a group of them that kick around like a mini mall down in Surrey.
See, we've checked with a few of them. There is, what was her name? The tough one,
Oh,
Cat.
cat.
Kat. See. So we do have them on call, and they did mention that they would enjoy another dust up.
Well, that's pretty much par for the course in that particular instance. Let's
As
see.
you can see, we have contacts.
If you go to Granville,
See,
there might be a couple of those kind of bars when they shut down the street and have like the cops there in the pedestrian only areas. There's a few of those bars where I think a couple of Brujah kick around. Kind of
Alright.
probably.
Street mosh stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, this might sound weird, but check the country and western bars.
no, doesn't that sound weird at all?
Might even pick up a couple of gangrel there. Who knows?
Country and Western in Canada, is that different than it is in the United States, or it's the same?
They all listen to Old Town Road there. It's fine.
It's a little different up here, as I understand it, than it is in the States. Very different from the way it is in Europe. Very.
There's country and western
Yeah.
in Europe.
Yeah. What?
Oh, see.
Wow.
It's rather big in the United Kingdom in particular.
Ugh. Okay.
That's a horrifying thought.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I can.
Jude's
I
just
can
finding out about Braun Perlman.
All
and-
the things.
Yeah, I'm having so many revelations this evening. I'm like,
Plot
wow,
twist.
all this stuff.
Plot twist: absolutely nothing that we told June tonight is actually true.
Oh man. Well, she took it at face value and believes it 100%.
Top value references are going to be flying.
Hmm. Any final questions, Mr. Mordecai?
Nothing major. Pull out a business card. Give it to Mr. Daedalus, or at least put one sort of on the easel. I would like some of these pieces, actually.
Why?
I have a perfect place for them.
They're hideous.
That's the point. It's the defamation of art. It's sort of almost a subgenre unto itself, and it will fit perfectly well in a particular wing in my particular place.
Don't try to understand
I'm basically trying to get around saying BDSM room.
Okay.
All right. Well, yeah, he'll buy your art. It'll be
In fact,
we're
come
gonna
by
do
anytime.
this.
Indulge as you need.
Not really my scene. Unless you have like an artist commune type thing like this. This is kind of more my speed.
Come to think of it, let's talk. I've been looking at building something. I wouldn't mind someone in there on the ground up. You have the idea. You have an idea of how these things work. You'd be invaluable to helping set up something new, something different, something for that mid Granville, mid Canby crowd, the Bohemian.
How's the sewer access?
Fairly good, actually. Come to think of it.
Have to have somewhere to dump all the waste.
Well, I was thinking more like the paint. It's a lot easier to move paint underground than it is to move it overground.
True that.
See,
We could stretch it over and we could have something between there and a commercial. We could have some sort of reach into that, the Bohemian neighborhood. Get something decent going. Anyway, think about it.
Yeah, he takes the card.
Bene, grazie. Great appreciation for your time this evening.
I didn't have to use my sword on you.
That makes two of us.
Great.
Okay, and head out.
All
We're
right.
out of here.
So are you heading back to the Sandwich?
Before I leave,
It feels weird to say it, but yes, we're heading back to Sandwich.
before I leave, turn to one of the pointed out Toreador ghouls. Pardon, love. Don't mean to interrupt. I know you're mid-stroke. Where is your master?
They're around.
Aw. It's kind of vital that we learn where they are, because there's big things happening and we don't want anyone else to get hurt.
Right. How do
Sorry,
you mean her?
what's your name, love?
My name's Percy.
Mercy. What a card. Mordecai. Nice to meet you. I'm developing an art business myself, actually. I'm collecting works. I spoke to Deadlist. We're going to be starting up a commune. You should come by. I'd love to let your sire or your master know where everything is. Get them in on the ground floor, perhaps.
They're not really painters.
No,
No.
I'm open to all the arts. It's I'm a patron.
They're more kind of the, what's the term? He told me a term that they used to use back in like the 90s. It's like a poseur.
No, that's fine. We can always use more faces. If nothing else, more models to create the art from. Where are they, though?
Yeah, they're not here.
Who is your master?
It's funny you should ask. Their name is Frank Hicks.
Frank Hicks. So he's Frank is a model.
Yeah.
Not up. So, yeah, okay. Good. And he's not hit. Do you know where he is now?
No.
He didn't tell you where he's going to be?
No.
Does he ever tell you where he's going to be?
Generally, no.
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. But anyways, definitely come by the mansion. Relax. We have music. We have food. And indulge and relax. And we'll talk about the commune that we're going to be setting up. Bedless and myself.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Bring your friend. Sorry, love. And it rings over to the other one. And your name? Sorry, love. What's your name?
My name is Sandra.
Excellent. Mordecai. I'm a patron of the arts. And
Yeah, I've been. Yeah, I
looking
heard,
for... where's your masters?
yeah, they're not here.
They're not here either.
No.
Same master?
Yeah, it's Frank.
Oh, good. Yeah, so pull another business card. Yeah, shut them around. I've got lots. It's fine. Come by anytime. It's a mansion. It's in Shaughnessy. Don't be intimidated by it. We bring in everyone. It's a place of indulgence to sate your soul.
Yeah, okay.
Feed the hungry id.
Right.
It's a slight thing. It's fine. Yes. All right. Well, then, thank you very much, both of you. You've been actually quite helpful.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna get back to this.
Oh yeah, yes. No, please.
And the first ghoul, just looks frazzled. They look kind of frustrated. They're kind of like scratching their head, and they're like, "Oh, fuck! He talked to me, and he ruined it." And he just takes the painting and he snaps it over his knee, tosses it on the ground, and he like pulls out a fresh canvas. He's like, he starts looking at it.
Cool. Fascinating by this artistic process. Leave a $50 bill behind it, whatever, for your troubles. Leave.
Is everyone going back to the sandwich?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Before we go back to the sandwich, Abigail's just going to tap Jaw on the shoulder very lightly and just kind of lean in and say, so this place, it was shot up, and it was Banu Hakim, I think. I got the sense that it was Banu Hakim that shot it up. Do you know anything about this?
I don't know why any of my brethren would be here. We don't always get the same information for jobs, but it would seem that maybe they're going after this other coterie.
That is interesting. All right. Well, if you do hear of anything, please
I'll see
share.
if I can get in contact. Yeah.
Perfect. Excellent.
Okay.
So you're headed.
Here we come.
Yeah, you're headed to Sandwich. Yeah,
Actually,
everything goes off
oh,
without
really?
it. Oh, right.
Was there any symbolism that they may have left here? Because I know that is a staple.
That is a good
Of my
question.
fellow Bonner. Oh, all
That is also a wits and awareness roll.
right. I will rouse my wits as well. And I pass. Let's see.
Damn it! I was hoping to have another council meeting. The internal council of Jah has met once again and determined that you are hungry.
So many dice, the camera rattled.
That is 4 successes.
4 successes. Yeah, now that Abigail has pointed it out to you, you kind of go a little bit more on high alert with regards to it. And you're like looking around on the outside and down the alleyway that's off to the side as you're walking to the vehicle. You basically see like kind of similar to what you saw before, but you're able to get the last couple of digits for the number that you would call.
Ah. Okay. writes those down.
And it's not like an actual phone number. It's not like 604 blah blah blah. It's just random numbers that you would hit in that you would basically kind of get in contact with. Like you would basically hit the numbers in, hit send or hit call, and then it would kind of cut off automatically, but they would know to contact you at some point in time later.
Okay. Then Ja does that. Well, first thing he does is he sends a text with that number and see what happens. And it just says, we should talk. And then he calls the number just to make sure that the message has gotten through.
You get a text back after you call the number and it basically is one of those kind of situations where you look at it, and as you look at it, when you process the information of we'll be in touch, your phone kind of, like, you start to see like an odd pixel here and there kind of flitter out, and then the screen goes blank.
Fuck. They just fucked our phone.
And Ja just goes to Abigail and is like, I need another one of these.
Abigail takes
I
the
broke your
phone. Abigail takes the phone and technomancy.
Dun,
I
dun,
want to know
dun.
I want to know what the hell happened here. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of willpower left to roll.
You do not.
Actually, what technomancy power am I even using?
That is a good question.
Ja's like,
I mean,
I didn't do anything this time. It was not my fault.
well, I understand that. Well, since it's bricked, basically. Actually, you know what? I'm probably gonna take it back to the Sula Rose. I mean, if they were able to get into this, they would already know that Ja had been at Sula Rose, or not Sula Rose, sorry, Sandwich. So I'm going to take it back with me to Sandwich and analyze it there, because I don't think that the technomancy is going to actually be beneficial here. I think it's just going to be an intelligence and tech, and just like a straight up go in and get the shit.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll leave it.
About that internal memory, see what you can pull off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like technomancy is more so for like if I want remote access, meaning I see your phone somewhere and I want to actually like know what you're doing when you're like 10 feet away from me, then that's a good use for technomancy. Doesn't really need me to fail a roll.
I mean, if you like critical failed the roll, that'd be great.
That would be interesting, but no.
For some of us.
And Abigail's soul is stuck in Ja's phone.
You really want me to do that?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Not at all.
I mean, we all want you to roll. But...
So you...
Abigail becomes Navi from Legend of Zelda. Hey, listen!
I keep opening and closing my dice box. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do this. It's fine.
Okay. So when you get back to Sula Rose...
Sandwich.
You mean sandwich?
Whatever. Sandwich, Sula Rose... I
think we should connect them underground.
Yeah.
Starts with an S.
Just, when you get back
What
to
a guy with the
Sandwich...
good ideas.
Yeah, high-speed rail line underneath the city of Vancouver. So, Abigail, you step out of Ja's car when you get to Sandwich, and you are immediately drawn back to Sula Rose. Mentally, your brain kind of shuts off from the perception that you had, and you are getting you can see the assailants outside that are firing automatic weapons into Sula Rose. And you realize that they're one of them is Banu Akeem, the other two are ghouls. You can see that clear as day. There's nothing on them that says this to you. You just know that that's what they are. And you're also getting the feeling of something behind them. There's like a shadowy wisp that's behind them in human form. That is all shadow. And you can see like red eyes glowing. And you get the name Santiago Cristobal de Cervantes. And you feel a connection to a word that you know that is not a word that should be in any way, shape, or form associated with Vancouver. And it is the name Montano. And that's where we're going to end this particular episode.
I know who that is. I know who that is. Sarah the player. Oh, snap. Oh,
Can
boy.
you-
Oh.
So Santiago de Cristobal
Santiago
Cervantes.
Cristobal de Cervantes.
de Cervantes.
Oh, fuck.
Perfect.
That is a name drop
Goodbye.
I've been waiting on for
Bye.
about 2.5 seasons of Adjacent.
That's the guy we got to recruit.
And Montenago is basically
Montana.
Montana.
Montano?
Just Montana.
Yeah. Wow.
So,
Wow.
thank you everybody for
Yes,
coming
I
in
lived.
and watching our particular program. It has been super appreciated. Thank you for all the bits and the subscriptions that you may have dropped. We pre-record on Mondays, so we're pretty much all probably going to be in the chat, hanging out with everybody. At this point, Prince probably would have left because Prince is going to do the thing we're going to raid into. He's got to prepare. Which will be Philly by Night. We're going to raid into them because we are part 2 this week of the Vampire Takeover. So yeah, we'll do a quick round table of everybody and let everybody know where it is you're going to be next, what you're doing, and how to contact you. Let's go in reverse order. Back it up, and let's go with Cliff first.
Evening. I'm Cliff. I was your here again, here, gone again, and back again. I don't know. There's agains in there. It's got to do with shenanigans. So, Giovanni, Duran Giovanni. You can find me on the internet in various places as the Vintage Self, mostly on Instagram. One day I might get a Twitter, and yes, one day I might also grow wings and fly. We'll see. It's a good bet as to which comes first. If I have the timing right, you will not see me this coming Wednesday on our Changeling 20th anniversary game because we're taking a pause for real life. One of our players is off enjoying the heck out of Gen Con and making the rest of us all jealous as all get out. But normally on Wednesdays, you would find me in the evening doing Toronto by Day, Tales from the Rookery, where I get to wrangle this motley changelings who do really fun stuff, and raccoons and
Like steal
parties,
things from people
nightclubs,
without their
and
knowing it.
pickpocketing. And that's me. Next, over.
Next up is Vote for Sarah.
Hey, my name's Sarah. I played Jude. You can find me on Twitter at MC You'll find me here as a part of the Vampire Takeover, and also on Sunday in the Vancouver by Night D&D game, or one of them, called Fandolin by Night, with our excellent DM Sarah, who is also nominated for one of those Game Her Awards for the top TTRPG campaign of the year, among top creative streamer of the year as well, I believe. She's also nominated. So definitely go check her out. Besides that, we have a lot of stuff coming up in production for Martlet. So just keep an eye on the Martlet Games Twitter and mine, and you'll see what I am doing. as was mentioned, I am nominated for the Rising Star Streamer category in these Game Her Awards. So if your heart calls you to vote for me, that's cool. But there's so many great creators. I really encourage you to check out all the nominees. It's really stacked, for sure. So please do check all of them out. Yeah, that's it for me. Thanks everybody so much for watching and all your support.
And Mike. Wait, Mike, that way.
Hi, Mike. Played Mordecai, he, him, survived, and you're going to find out why I'm so excited next week, or at least the next time I'm actually able to use some disciplines. But anyway, you can catch my pre and post COVID cosplay adventures at Canadian Captain America on Instagram or CDN Captain America on Twitter. You can catch me on Sundays playing with Sara, wherever Sara, as players in the Foundland by Night, being run by S. Moore AD. Vote for them both. Links hopefully in the chat. You can catch me on Tuesdays running my own 5th edition D&D game called Would Be Heroes with the DM, Sara, in the game. Vote for her. Yada, yada. We've gone it already. And there are other things coming in the pipe as we can organize them. Back to you.
That's me. Okay, next up is Prince.
You're muted, Prince.
Prince is muted.
There we go.
There we go.
Hello, everyone. I'm Prince, aka Doubles of Dice. You can find me at Doubles of Dice around the interwebs, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all that jazz. Obviously, you'll see me tonight on Rolling These 20s as the storyteller Philly by night. But if you're watching this on Saturday, the night before this, I'll be over on Carrion Confer Studios and a one-shot of D&D. And that would be DM'd by Zach from Vancouver Adjacent. So, yeah, go watch the VOD of that after you watch this and our next show. But yeah. And then on Tuesday, you can watch me on Hades High over on Table Goth. Wednesday, you can see me at Rolling These 20s for Trauma Team, a Cyberpunk Red Chronicle, where I play a rocker boy who is becoming more and more exhausted with the life of being a paramedic, essentially. And there's a bunch of other stuff that I'll be up to, but just keep an eye on my Twitter for all the information. So Twitter/Doubles Dice.
And in the reverse order, last but not least, Joanna.
Hello, my name is Joanna. I was playing Abigail for you this evening. You will find me on Twitter under Hyrule Gardener. You will find me here on Saturdays doing this, and you will find me on Wednesdays doing the Changeling game as the Piscalera Applewood. So
And a great pickpocket.
Oh, such a great pickpocket who doesn't even know she's a pickpocket.
Yeah.
Really? Well,
She's
she
so
knows,
great
but
at
she
it.
doesn't know that she does it.
She's so great at it, she doesn't even know she's pickpocketing people.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. It's great.
check out the YouTube for our past episodes, and we'll be back in a few weeks with a new episode for you. Also, you will find me on our Patreon, where I have done a few pieces of content. Most recently, Sara and myself have done a piece of content with our meeting with Cassius in the Chantry, where we talk about spat things. So if you are able, if you have the desire to, please definitely come and check out our Patreon for some great content. And yeah, go vote for Sara for Fanelin by Night. Go vote for this Sara, whichever I'm pointing.
Yeah, wait,
that Sara down there.
That way.
Sara Prime, as we call her. So our Sara here, vote for her.
Thank you
For
so
the
much.
amazing work that she has done with London is Bleeding as a rising star in the Game Her Awards. Please go and vote if you feel you can. We love all of our nominees so much, and we want to vote for everybody. But if you could, please come and vote for Sara Prime and Sara from Fanelin by Night, and that would be awesome. And that's it for me.
And I am Storyteller Steve. I am doing some extra stuff. Well, it's not extra stuff, just stuff here. We've got the D&D Tuesdays. Actually, next from here, go over, follow us in the raid over to Prince and Rolling D's 20s for some Philly by Night. The Philly by Night guys, they get into trouble a lot, and it's awesome to watch. It's a great game, and when you're over there, as an important note, because I keep forgetting to mention this, when you follow us with the raid, click on the Philly by Night that's under their video, or sorry, the Rolling D's 20s that's under their video, and that will actually put you onto their channel, which gives them an extra view, which is super helpful for everybody. Just give them as many views as you can, help spread the word about all the Saturday takeover stuff. And yeah, from here, we go to Philly by Night. And then after Philly by Night, tomorrow, come on back to Fandolin by Night, which is run by Sara. Vote for Sara. Not this Sara, the other Sara. And then vote for that Sara too. Vote for all the Saras, basically, is what I'm saying. Yeah, and we will then we'll be having Tuesday D&D, and then not this week, but next week we're going to have Changeling back on Wednesdays. So we'll have the full kit and caboodle. We will have Adjacent back next week as well, not this week. So yeah, actually wait. No, we won't have it this week either. It'll be the week after that. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So we will raid over to Prince. You will see Prince probably do a bit of a quick change, I'm guessing. Yeah. So yeah, join us over there, and we will see you next week. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye, everybody. Goodbye.
And